DFCRadio.com.
Mold, bud rot, fungal and bacterial diseases on your grow? Do you feel like all your time, efforts, and money have gone to waste? Great news! Quest has helped growers across the nation tackle one of the main root causes of plant disease by helping them control the desired humidity levels for their grow stages. Each stage of your grow requires a healthy range of temperature and humidity to optimize your outcome. Quest provides solutions to optimize your humidity requirements. Don't let fungal and bacterial diseases win the battle. Don't let your grow go to waste. Call our friends at Quest for a free consultation at 877-420-1330. That's 877-420-1330. The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
Talking about the Heavy Tea Road Show. Knowing someone better than your show. Everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Heavy Tea Road Show.
This is fantastic.
What is? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome to Heavy T's Grow Show. Hey, gain guy over there, sound guy. What's up? I got the music all loud and my voice all low. Give me some clarification, please. All right, I gotta hear these callers. Anyways, welcome to Heavy T's Grow Show, right here on DFC Radio, the only grow show that hooks you up for calling in, talking all things cannabis and how to grow your own. Tonight we have a great show for you. We have Grow Life, Joe and Corey coming in. These guys are working with some of the best and biggest names in the business. They're also helping companies scale their grow up. So if you are not just learning to grow your own, but looking to go commercial, Joe and Corey are going to have a lot of information on how we're going to do that. And I got Charles from Smartpots and Helene from Smartpots. And they're running late with Horty Chris, so they may have stopped and took some fireball shots.
They kidnapped Horty.
Took him to rehab. This is an intervention. Took him back to Oklahoma with him.
Intervention for sure.
But you know what's good? When Charles comes in, we always get a little loose. And Helene is here to talk about working with DNA Genetics and what Smartpots has been doing with them, as well as their company, Genetic Threads. And the rest of the night, we're talking grow. Duffman is back in his seat after a hiatus last week. Where were you last week, bro? You had a bad attitude, huh?
Oh, man, I just had a day off.
Yeah.
Took the day off. You guys act like it was a bad thing or something.
Unscheduled day off.
Oh, man,
yeah,
scheduled.
Man, it's. I told you it was drying, fool. Like, I brought it, the driest one. It wasn't the twist out. God, Jerome. Jiggity Jerome's over there.
Clowning.
Trying to clown my wet weed. Yeah, I told you it wasn't ready.
I was about to fucking break it up, man.
All right. Well, what's up, Jiggity? How you doing?
Doing very well. Thank you very much for asking.
Great introduction. Like always, we're off to the races.
Yeah, man.
No,
Okay.
I mean, how do you even answer that question? How are you doing?
Well, the listeners want to know. How am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing great, buddy. Thanks for asking.
Well, I mean,
I'm doing swell.
how good?
How good? I mean, there's levels to this shit, let's say, right? So
All right.
very good.
Like level 420 good?
I'm in a great mood, so let's keep it that way. Let's go to the phone lines and talk with Brandon to start off the night. Hold on, Brandon. Seems button 1 is giving me problems. There we go, Brandon. Yo, dude, what's going on? First caller.
Hey, I was just calling in to see about cleaning out the irrigation system.
Oh, cool. Let's help you out. What's your question?
All right, so right now it's hardlined into the area, so getting into the tubing is kind of hard to actually scrub out.
You're
So is
talking
there
about the
anything that you
quarter-inch
use?
tubing?
Yeah,
What was that?
You're talking about the quarter-inch drip tubing?
No, the actual PVC line.
Okay, well, there's no plants in there, correct?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, take all your drippers, put them in. One of the easiest ways to contain a lot of the splash is you could put them in a pot. I don't know if you have any small pots, anywhere 2 to 3, 4, 5 gallon pot, and basically run some hydrogen peroxide at, typically they'll recommend 1 to 3 milliliters is a safe recommendation when you have plants in there, and if you don't have plants in there, I always recommend the more the better. What I would do is go ahead and mix. How big is your reservoir typically that you mix?
About 55.
55. You can go ahead and, let's say, run 25, 30 gallons. And, hydrogen peroxide is pretty inexpensive. And if you haven't been able to clean out the system in a long time, just invest on a gallon of it even. Put it in there with about 30 gallons of water. Start running it through the system. Don't run all of it through. What I would do is run some through. Maybe get, quite a bit of runoff, turn off the system, let it sit for 10, 15, 20 minutes, run more through, and keep doing that until it's all gone, and make sure you clear the system of all that residue as well by rinsing fresh water back through the lines.
Okay.
And without without plants, you could run a dilution of white vinegar through to break up salts and things. Enzymes, you can run those through if you're looking to run something aside from hydrogen peroxide. It really depends how much gunk and what it is, though. One thing is keep them clean as possible by not using too much organic matter through your drip lines. If you do like to use organics and it's a size of a garden that's manageable for you to hand feed those in, go ahead and do that and irrigate your synthetics or your salt-based newts. But one thing you didn't ask is the size of the line, right? How big is the PVC line?
I believe it's either 1/2 inch or 3/4.
Okay.
I'd run pumice rock down that.
Yeah, good idea. That's the other thing. If rocks are in there, none of what we're talking about are gonna clear it out. So,
Do you have a flush out line at the end of it with a ball valve?
No, I don't.
Like one thing before, after you've let it sit for a while, what I would do is the last, the tail end of your drip system, integrate a ball valve that you could open up and flush out all the larger sediment for a little bit before you close it back up and let it pressurize through the lines.
Okay. Yeah, so for this time, I just kind of replaced all the drip line, and then I wasn't too sure about the actual irrigation line.
Well, check it out as well, dude. You don't go spend a shit ton of money on that. PVC is relatively cheap and easy to replace. So if it starts becoming too expensive, just replace it. So sometimes things wear out, they get clogged, and it's good practice to change it. If you ever have any problems with pythium or root rot, any of those things, you want to change all your irrigation as well. All right, but just take those measures, man. Get some high pressure water, some H2O2 in there, see if that will work for you. Brandon, you want to give a shout out to your local hydro spot?
Yeah, man, Long Beach Hydro.
Nice, dude. Let's see what we have. We have a Truncheon Blue Lab meter, dude. First caller of the night getting hooked up fat with a $135 Truncheon Blue Lab meter with a 5-year warranty. You don't have to calibrate it. It does both EC and PPM. Check out Blue Lab. I'm also going to send you some Smartpots, the patented fabric pot. Charles and Helene are coming up later. And some Cali Magic from General Hydroponics.
Magic.
Thanks, Brandon.
All
right, dude. And a reminder, Jiggity Jerome will be headlining this Saturday at the Cerritos Hydroponics Customer Appreciation Day. He's going to be talking how to get 3 pounds of light off any strain, including hemp. And he'll be pouring beers and cooking burgers, too. We got him utility man with 0 pay. He's our best employee ever.
Yes.
And he brings weed with him.
Nice guy.
No, but we're going to be there. Cerritos Hydroponics, 12 to 5, Heavy T, Dr. Dove, Jiggity Jerome. Even Horty Chris may make an appearance as long as it wasn't like last year. where he pretty much just,
Yeah, he did that thing.
ruined the whole day. All right, here's Jenny calling in. Hey, Jenny.
What's up, guys?
Not much. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. What's your grow question?
Well, I was just recently trying to switch over my lights from, I had 600 watt HPSs in a 12 by 10 room, and I purchased the 6 Nanolux 315 CMHs,
Mm-hmm.
and they just seem like they throw a really weird light pattern off, and I'm not going to really get, the yields that I'm used to with my HPSs. What do you guys recommend? Because the other systems I was looking at is the Sun system and the new Hortilux 315.
Okay, 315 watts. You replace 600 watts with 315. You're going to get probably about half as much energy. The light spectrum off of LECs or ceramic metal halides, it's a better quality flower that you'll get. So most people use them as supplemental. I have seen areas that they're using them solely for flower, but again, you need a watt per square foot. One 315 isn't going to replace a 600 no matter which way you do it. So that 315 Hortilux, if you went and got 6 more of those and put them in the same area your 600 watt high pressure sodiums were, you'd be solid, right? You'd get about as much as you were getting before, but you would probably have a higher quality flower at the end of the day. All that being said, it's just about energy. I like the double endeds. If it's a minimum of 6 lights, and you can get that cross pattern because it throws more light. I mean, it's easy for most guys to get 2 pounds of light off that, and girls. And for like Jerome over there, he would get 12 pounds of light. But he's jiggity.
Well,
Whatever strain.
We use the Sun system lights also in a lot of our rooms where we use the 315s, but we use a pattern of 4 of them for every 4x8 table. So, as far as the yields and all that, you got to look at it as an investment, meaning the bulbs don't need to be changed so often. So that's going to save you in the long run. As far as energy efficiency, I think those run at 1.8 to 2.1 amps at 240 volts per 315 light. And one of the things that you have to understand with those, too, is because of the way it throws the light. If you took a light meter or even a inexpensive lux meter, whatever, versus a par meter, either one will show you that the light will kind of diminish as you go further away outside of the dead center of the light, from below it, in a sense. So... having more of them is the same kind of idea as like LED lights. They don't necessarily reflect off any type of thing and spread the light. They have to be directly above wherever they're trying to illuminate.
Right, and so if you just put them in the same mounts that you had your HPSs in, they're not going to do it.
Is the Nanolux reflector horizontal?
No, it's a larger one. It's
kind of like a hood design, right?
It's honestly like super kind of cheapy looking. I just don't like, it's a hood. It's a piece of metal.
Yeah,
they blow around with my fans, so I'm afraid that the light pattern is even just going to get messed up because it's just.
Yeah.
What about
you're going to need more of them regardless. I mean, replacing a 600 watt light with a 315, there's no way you're going to be able to yield as much. So if you're going after a yield, absolutely, you're going to have to increase how many you use. We use 2.
I'm trying to reduce the heat and the big tubes that I need for air cooling, and
Okay, well then you're going to reduce the amount of flower you're going to get or the footprint of your garden. I think that you would do better. And if you actually move those closer together and did a smaller footprint, if you weren't going to get more lights, don't just spread them out. They're not a light that throws a lot of light in all directions. Like a HPS or a double-ended HPS is designed to throw out those hoods are. With the lower wattages, and you'll see this with almost any type of light bulb, they'll have a hood that just directs it pretty much into a 3x3 pattern at the most, where the intensity of the light is greatest. And
and it throws off a lot of shadow and it lights up a lot of my walls.
Yeah, so you need to get it down a little bit, but that all of that is not something that's going to be advantageous to your plants.
She's trying to Cause?
Yeah, go ahead, Jerome.
Kind of, and just reduce the amount of times I have to replace my HPSs. I do them every 2 grows. And
I use the LED flashlights.
Well,
They're good.
yeah, is there a reason you don't go LED?
I just haven't heard anything good about, that it's more of a supplemental light, not a permanent flower fixture. And what about the fluence lighting?
Well, I just got almost 4 pounds off of one LED light on one plant.
Oh, Jesus.
This is
Here we
wet
go
weight.
again.
This
So,
is wet weight.
You can't believe everything you hear.
Where do you hide that horn when you come in?
I'm not going to say what
always
LED
gets
that
tooted,
I
but I don't
used
know.
or anything
How
like
much
that.
lumber's
We don't
in
need
that?
to go into that, but you can't believe everything you hear.
Glad I wore my hip waders.
Yeah. LEDs are, there's hit and miss, right? A lot of the Barney looking one, the purple ones that you're going to find on Amazon for really cheap, and they say that they're a replacement for 1,000 watt, except they're only pulling 215 watts, aren't going to do what you want to be done, Jenny. An experienced grower, you know what you want, what you expect. If you were going to go LED, you're going to spend a little bit more, but look at the horticulture lighting group. I mean, go on social media and just follow how many people they're working with and what they're doing. I was up at Mission Kosher Nurseries up in NorCal not that long ago, and they had the strip horticulture lighting groups running in their greenhouses. And no shit, those 100-foot greenhouse with those, 100-foot greenhouse with the papillons, the LEDs were crushing. We're crushing.
Fluence lighting?
Fluence lighting I'm not too familiar with. I can put my name on horticulture lighting group, the HLGs, and I know that what you're going to get, if you get that 550, you're going to get close to what you would be getting for a 600. And you don't have to replace it, right? It's got a good warranty. So if a diode or something goes out, Steven will take care of you. But you don't have to replace the bulbs over and over and over. So you're talking about that expense. That's something that in the long run will save you money, but the initial cost is going to be a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get a light that I'm going to put up there, and it's going to stay for the next, 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, I would look at the Horticulture Lighting Group 550. I think you'll be real happy with it. Take a look at it. Send me an email, too. I might be able to get you a sweet deal on those, and we'll get you started, okay? But 315s will not produce what your 600s were, period.
Yeah, that's what they're claiming that they do, so
okay.
I can't get it down.
Well, you go ahead and send them that email that says bullshit.
Yeah, they sell lights, they don't grow.
And then, Jenny, I'm going to send you some stuff to make your small harvest AAA. I'm going to send you some Turpinator, right? Even if you're using less wattage, you want your flowers to be super high quality. Turpinator helps fill in the gaps, brings out the full genetic potential of your garden. Go to Turpinator.com to check out more. I'm also going to send you some Azamax from General Hydroponics. Azamax help prevent mildew and bugs in your garden. Completely organic, azadirachtin. Jenny, thanks for calling in.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right, good luck. 562-653-0707. The Uber was stuck in traffic, but Horty made it anyway. What up, Horty?
What up, man?
How you doing, man?
I've been better, man. I just found out that my buddy Joey passed away last night, the guy with the pancreatic cancer. I literally hadn't been on Facebook, and I went on and I looked, and I saw a post from his family members as Helene and Charles were knocking on my front door, and they're like, I opened the door, and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Sorry, I just found out my friend died." Like, so it's kind of sucks, but so rest in peace to my boy Joey, man. Fought the good fight. 6 months he battled pancreatic cancer. He leaves behind 3 sons and a baby daughter. And he tried, man. He did chemotherapy 10 times. And it wasn't meant to be, man. So rest in peace to him. He's a good dude.
Yeah, all right.
Cancer sucks.
Fuck cancer, right? Fuck cancer. And, yeah, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Horty. Yeah. Look, check it out. We're going to take a quick break, have a safety meeting, get to your calls. So call in 562-653-0707. We're coming back on with Grow Life. Joe and Corey and all of us in studio. DFZradio.com.
riding down the west coast. Candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby. The Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans. Get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros potens. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean. Just west coasting through the coast with the potion and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. California, California,
California. DFCRadio.com.
One of the biggest challenges is creating and maintaining a stable, consistent environment for your plants to flourish. Without a reliable climate, you could lose your entire crop. Proper dehumidification can make all the difference, giving you the advantage you need to bring in a high-yield harvest. Quest dehumidifiers can transform your unstable growing environment into one that allows you to achieve and maintain precise conditions in which plants can flourish. This includes deterring and preventing the growth of destructive molds throughout each growing stage. Quest has the most energy-efficient dehumidifiers available, using the least amount of electricity and removing more pints of water per kilowatt at the widest temperature range. Quest's innovative design also creates the lightest heat load on your HVAC, paying for itself in energy savings. With overhead mount capability, Quest lets you maximize your grow space and profits. Made in the USA, Quest meets or exceeds the highest standards. Our products are known for their reliability and they are backed up by industry-leading warranty. Quest's dehumidifiers will efficiently control humidity from germination to harvest, maintaining a growing environment that's vital to the success of indoor and hydroponic gardening. Protect your investment, your plants, and your profits with Quest. Call our friends at Quest for a free consultation at 877-420-1330. That's 877-420-1330.
Dilly Heavy Tea Grow Show. But dilly.
Are you ready to start cloning but don't know where to start? HDI has you covered, the only propagation-focused company. HDI was founded in 1997 and is the master distributor of Clonex throughout North America, like the Clonex rooting gel, which has been on the market since 1988. EPA registered and approved for use on food crops and cannabis. It's the only rooting gel approved by the Washington and Colorado Department of Agriculture for propagating cannabis plants. Used by thousands of plant nurseries, commercial growers, scientists, and greenhouse growers with billions of clones successfully rooted. That's Clonex rooting gel. But healthy clones start with healthy mothers. And with Mother Plant from HDI, you are fulfilling the nutritional needs of mother plants without excess nitrates, supporting strong, vibrant clones. And now you're ready for some Clonex Mist, a ready-to-use foliar spray for mother plants, cuttings, and rooting clones. Pop your clones into Root Riot plant starter cubes, and they are safe for use in hydroponic systems, and are a proprietary blend of micronutrients that is certified food safe. And don't forget to add the Mycorrhiza with Clonex Root Maximizer, a mycorrhizae fungi, beneficial bacteria, and trichoderma that increases the surface area of your plant's roots, allowing the plants to access more nutrients and water. And don't forget to feed with Clonex Clone Solution, formulated for rooted clones and seedlings, a special blend of minerals and vitamins that encourage rapid root development. So no matter what your propagation needs are, remember HDI has you covered. Check them out at hydrodynamicsintl.com. That's hydrodynamicsintl.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky rooster timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolex's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolex's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707, for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Raisa Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men. It's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor in fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Yo, Kelly, pass me that blunt. You feel me? Mm-hmm.
Heavy Tea, Border Control Chris, Duffman, DFCRadio.com.
If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. Rest in peace, Bob Marley. My blunt got a cold cut, Steve Harvey. I catch the buds with my glove, Steve Garvey. Quick to roll in the club, cause we party. They asking where the bomb at, cause everybody in the club smell that. It's Breeze, get loaded TV, smoke about a pound every day of the week. Roll so fast you didn't see him coming your way. Turned around and there was a blunt up in your face. You must have thought that I was finished. The Breeze is never stingy with the spinach. Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
I love the stickiest weed, cause I'm a Cali baby. Started from that chocolate pie from them early 80s. Now it's OG, a perfect.
Yo, what is? Welcome back, Heavy Tea's Grow Show right here on DFZRadio.com. We have a couple phone lines still open, 562-653-0707. That is the phone number. If you're on hold, stay there. We're going to get right to you in a minute. First off, though, I want to introduce our guest, all the way from Grow Life. You guys are in San Diego, right?
No, we're actually in Colorado. We're all over North America.
You're just all over the place, damn. But we have our man Joe and Corey here. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Nice. Before we get down to it, I know, Corey, you are a commercial cultivator yourself. You run a pretty large facility here, or in Colorado, right? Or
Colorado, Portland, Oregon, and then Las Vegas.
Nice. And you over here are the slinger and banger. You're slinging the grow gear like no one's business.
That's an accurate description.
Setting up the cultivation facilities and things. How'd you guys team up together? We got the grower and the the grow equipment guy? Was it at a hydro store?
No, actually, some mutual customers that introduced us, and we started working together and hit it off, and we have a great relationship now.
Yeah, cannabis brought another two people together, right?
Yep.
Two kindred souls. And the growing part of it, our listeners obviously are into growing. It's the Grow Show. Before we talk about where you're at now, how'd you get started in growing, Corey?
Allegedly, it began in the early 2000s. Just basement stuff, right?
Right.
And then I'm from Colorado, so when Colorado kicked off in 2009, I took my savings and put it full into a cultivation space. And
that was a different time, right? You could have a couple $100,000 and get into the cannabis game back in those days, but nowadays it's quite different.
Quite different.
Quite different. And you guys, that's what you do now, right? You not only growers, you help growers take that next step that want to do commercial, that want to get into the legal cannabis game.
Correct.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about how you do it. You guys do everything from planning, build out, construction, equipment?
We do. So, and let me back up for a second. So Corey is working with us to help do a lot of research and development on products as we move forward into a time that, the price of the pound has dropped drastically.
Yeah.
So in order to be competitive or have any type of return on investment, it requires, dropping your manufacturing costs by, anywhere from 50 to 90%. So
Whoa.
we've been working with Corey, who, as we said, has 120,000 plus square feet in Colorado. It's one of the largest, most impressive facilities you'll ever visit. You can check it out at CanCup Corey is his Instagram.
All right.
And see some really cool pictures.
You talked about getting your costs down. Let me ask you, a price per pound out of a commercial facility. I've heard people talk about $400 or less price per pound to manufacture it, basically to grow it and get it on the street. What number are you guys at to where the grower needs to be these days?
Well, I think you need to get down to 10 cents a gram.
Yep.
In order to be competitive.
And you guys help facilitate that, even with indoor growing and the price of electricity.
We're working
and stuff?
towards that. There's a lot of variables that go into something like that. The shape the building's in, the equipment you're using, strain specific, etc. Your experience. Not everyone knows how to. You can grow in a closet.
Yeah.
But can you grow with 1,000 lights?
Dude, just
no.
Going from a 4 light to a 20 light, it would be, for most people, unexpectedly difficult for them. They don't realize the amount of work that you have to put in just on that small scale up.
Exactly, and that's where we came from. So I started as Corey in 2009 in Colorado, helping growers get set up. But, then we were building rooms in basements. I sold a lot of Panda film.
Yeah.
A lot of Panda film.
I sold a lot of Reflectix, the shit that keeps the IR out, supposedly, where people can't see
Oh, yeah,
in.
the ones that are convinced the military's flying. Yeah, those guys, that's what they have time for your 4-lamper.
Yep.
Yeah, it's real easy to hand water a 4-lighter.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Then someone says I'm a 20-lighter and they're still hand watering. It's like, dummy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then go up to 200.
Yeah.
And now go up to 2,000.
Well, they can't get up to 200 because they're busy watering their 20-lighter.
Exactly.
They're spending all their money at the swap meet after they make it instead of investing it.
Mm-hmm.
Going from a basement to scaling up, what was your largest jump, Corey?
Really, it was dealing with the regulation of coming into it, and it was ever changing at that time in Colorado as they were still writing the laws. So you just had to move with the regulators as they were doing things. Going from a small one to our one in Colorado right now has 3,000 lights in it. So it's a complete different game from what we came from in the basement.
It's large scale agriculture, right? And you're not as much as a grower as the team leader instructing the minions to get down into the trenches. What style of grow do you run on that large of a facility? Is it rock wool? Would you even mess with dirt on that size? What is your preference?
Yeah, so what we run is a 70-30 peat to perlite mix that we developed through Grow Life that has my name, Corey Buffkin, branded on it.
Nice.
So, Corey Buffkin's award-winning mix.
Yeah, there we go.
Available at shopgrowlife.com.
Keep going, dog. But with that and what do you feed it? Your own mix of nutrients? You guys?
Yeah, it's a hybrid mix of 3 different systems that we brought together, and some is for cost savings, buying the raw materials. some of it through our relationships with like Botanicare and companies like that. We get it, at a discount. Right. So, yeah, we still run really high-end newts on ours because in a market like Colorado where it's becoming commoditized, if you equate it to corn, we want to be the best corn grower. So we need to have the boutique quality. That's our niche in what we do. We've won 12 cannabis cups, including here in California.
That's impressive.
And that's really our niche, is so that if it costs us a little more to produce it, we're looking for that little bit higher per gram cost to make up for it.
Do you think that the cannabis industry, so to speak, is moving in the direction of almost like alcohol, right? I sit here and drink a Miller Lite because I can't drink 10 IPAs during a 4-hour show without slurring every word that I say with a huge hangover tomorrow. But this is dog shit beer, right? But I'm willing to drink it here. Do you think it's gonna be like that with cannabis, where I'm all about quality too, quality over quantity? Hopefully, if you're a good grower, both. But the general population, Colorado's a lot further along than California is. Do you see that happening, or is there always going to be a spot for the boutique style?
I think you really equate it to the example of beer, right? Like you just said. Mm-hmm. You got the big guys, Budweiser, Coors, Miller, and then you've got numerous craft breweries. So, and there's more popping up every day. So It shows that
there's a market.
People care about things like that, and I think they like to know where their product is coming from, and you feel more in tune with the product if you can somewhat understand the maker and their motto and what they're doing with things.
On that size of facility, how hard is it to get your mindset and your skill set into your workers? Because not everyone is going to cook the cake exactly the same, but right, the restaurant teaches every chef the ingredients and how to do it. We have a living plant here, a lot of variables that you have to look for, that you have to be on top of. Is it hard to convey your message to your employees on a large scale like that?
I mean, it comes down to automation and having computers control everything. I can be in my business in Las Vegas and change a recipe in Portland. So it comes down to taking any variables out of the employee's hands, because it is a revolving door at points with this industry. So you typically have your lead guys, and then the other guys come and go. They go from business to business working for them. So it's really about, I think, just taking anything that is, math related or anything to where someone could screw it up by not paying attention. You let the computers do that work.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and I see a lot more automation. Before we go to these phone lines, I want your input, and our listeners want your input on some of these questions. Even though they might be newbies or simple ones, it really pays to have someone with your experience help these guys out. But take me through, Joe, the experience I'm going to get with Grow Life. If I come to you, I'm opening up a commercial facility. What am I going to do? And take me through the type of grow that you're going to recommend that I set up. Not just the grow medium, but lighting, air conditioning, all these things.
Well, what's your mission statement?
To grow some weed.
Is that it? I mean, are you making oil? Are you trying to be a boutique?
A cultivator. Let's talk about the growing cultivation. I'm going to go for 22,000 square feet of flowering canopy. Take me through the flowering room setup, if you would.
I would recommend vertical right off the bat.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
And go through what. So I'm going to come to you. You're going to give me your recommendations.
Right.
You're going to draw some
plans. We can do full-on designs, exactly, with everything we recommend. We work with a lot of groups to lower all the cost. There's a lot of people. I meet the best weed grower every day. So what I find happens is there's always a guy like Corey that grows, who's a really good grower, but when the money guy. So back to our original conversation of how much pounds they're going for now.
Yep.
We will help people get a return on investment now.
So you're going to give them a pro forma and everything.
Pro forma, exactly, and show them how they can get down to, if it's a perfect situation where it's a brand new building maybe that they're building out from scratch,
Yeah, nice. Yeah, guys, go on over to shopgrowlife.com. They're just not servicing commercial. They also sell all kinds of hydroponic gear. And because you guys are so great out there listening, they're also going to hook one listener up with the Easy Clone 9 and also Easy Clone 64. We'll probably make 64 our grand prize.
Nice.
Maybe give the 9 away to a caller during the show. So call in 562-653-0707. We're here talking grow with Corey and Joe. Let's go to Ronnie. I don't know where Ronnie's at because Marcus didn't put where he's at. But Ronnie, you're on the show. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm right here, man.
Yo,
what up? You hear me?
We hear you, man.
All right, man. My question is I'm brand new at this. I've been consuming for quite a while and kind of listening on what you guys saying. I'm going after quality, kind of just growing for myself here. But going with the Scrog method right now, I got running some AK-47 and some serious Kush. And I got them in vegging in under 315 watt lights and 1 gallon pots. And they're just the roots are busting out. I'm about to flip them over. And I just kind of want to know if I should go with 7 gallon pots, 5 gallon pots, kind of get the same, going with the fabric, obviously, going and growing in cocoa. But I'm kind of concerned about my roots getting too big because they're already busting out too quickly.
Yeah, wait. You're just going to be in a closet or a tent or something? Yeah, no, I have it's a 12 by 12 room running 4 Gavita 1000s and doing about 5 plants per light. Yeah, I want to go bigger than 5 on an indoor 8-week growth, just because you could use a fabric pot and aerate the roots. You won't become root bound. It'll also keep the root zone a little cooler. But you're inside with Gavitas. A 7-gallon pot is just going to form more root structure, which is going to encourage above the soil line growth. So if you're just learning, you don't have your scrog or your trellis game on point. You don't want to grow monsters, especially if you're using five plants a light. Jerome will use something like that big, right, Jiggity? You use a 10-gallon, don't you?
10 gallons. Like, what I would say is you got to drip irrigation, go with a smaller size like a 3-gallon and get them to dry out more frequently. My goal is to get the pots to go through as much water as I can every day, no matter what size container. Whether I'm in a rock wool container watering 4 to 6 times a day, or I'm in a big container like a 10 or 12-gallon pot, getting that to go through fully saturated to down to like 15%, 20% in 24 hours or less. So, it all goes into, for me, it's square footage too. It's like the canopy is 16 cubic feet. A lot of times I always relate that to the amount of grow space. Like I cut down the pot size. For me, it saves from a lot of water for me growing 1 plant a light. A lot of it was legalities before. Now you can grow 100 light room with 150, 250 gallons of water.
Millions.
It's cost saving in the end too. But a lot of that too is you want to make sure that they drink. So if it's only watered once every 3 to 5 days versus every day, you could already imagine just relativity. It's not going to grow as fast.
Yeah, and if you have a larger pot, you're going to have a larger plant. He's using several plants per light. 3-gallon is what I will use with Smartpots and my cocoa mix. That's because I don't grow huge plants inside and they don't become root bound, and I can water more frequently. And what's your take on it, Corey?
Okay. Yeah, that was my concern, is like getting root bound. So I was just trying to prevent. I didn't know if it was better to go bigger, or so you're recommending maybe going a little bit smaller with the amount of plants. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out here. If I go, how many plants per light, I should be running. I mean, I'm going to I got the room pretty dialed in as far as AC, keeping it cool, keeping the temperature.
It's all about biomass,
down.
dude, right? It's all about biomass, where your energy is going.
Top them and spread them out.
Yeah, so your lights go into a certain footprint. If it's a double-ended, you can fill up like a 5x5 area with biomass, with plant matter. You could do that with one big plant, scrog it out, spread it out, right? You could do it with hundreds of little plants, sea of green style. It's not necessarily how many plants that we're going to recommend. I have my own style. Jerome has his style. Corey has his style. It's about how many you need, the amount of veg time you have, all of these other factors, but you fill up that entire area. Back to the container size, though, I did want to get your take on it.
Yeah, I agree with, like Jerome said, I wouldn't go bigger than a 5, and I would. That's what we're doing with the automation, is to where you water it just what it needs every day, and then you're somewhat growing in a hydro style, but still in soil with getting the flavor and having that buffer zone for, if God forbid a system breaks down or something. That's the way I like to do it, and I wouldn't go any bigger than 5s. You might even could go 3s, all depending on how big your plants are gonna get.
Just get it out of the Dixie cup, dog. On,
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
Instagram,
right now they're in 1 gallon. I got them out of the Dixie.
the dude's
They're
killing
1
it.
gallon. They're
The
doing
4-foot
great
plant
right
in
now.
a Dixie cup.
They're just ready. Like I said, I mean, they filled up really quickly on me. I was like, dang, dude, these things are getting huge.
Yeah, man.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and you have them in soil, right? Soil or cocoa?
Cocoa.
Cocoa, cool. Yeah, cocoa as well has a higher air to water ratio, so you're not going to need as much grow medium. The roots will still breathe in that circumstance. But look, dude, I'm going to send you some things to get you started. I'm going to send you some Smartpots, the patented fabric pot. I'm also going to send you some of the Cocoa Tech A and B from General Hydroponics, some Cali Magic, some Floralicious Plus, and some Rapid Start, all from our friends over there at General Hydro. And if you need any gear, any of you guys, you can go to shopgrowlife.com and you can use coupon code HEAVYT10 to get 10% off the site wide until the end of the month. That's only
Cool,
like
man.
3 days,
Thank you.
Joe. That's only like 4 days till the end of May. Do they have to put the capitals?
We'll do another deal. No, it's not case specific.
Okay, cool. Heavy T10. Go check it out.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, Ronnie. 562-653-0707. We got a girl caller. Cool. Hey, Brittany.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Cool. What's going on?
Not much.
All right. Don't be all nervous. Come on. Go
I
ahead.
was just, I was wondering, like, I'm new to growing, and like I'm trying to grow autoflowers, but like I'm getting confused with like, should I grow in cocoa, or everybody's telling me just get Fox Farms, or and then like I'm having problems with like the pH. I tried one plant with soil, but like I suck at nutrients in the pH.
All right.
Well, if it's, I'll just stick to the problem that you have, not the problem that we have with the autoflowers, because those things fucking suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I get that out of the way. But
I'm figuring out like
if
I don't know. Like, should I just? That's what I'm saying. Like, should I just go regular also?
I mean, if you're just starting, right, and you tried to plant with soil and it didn't do that well, right? So if you change to cocoa or DWC or anything else, it's not going to fix the problem. The problem is in your ability to grow the plant properly based on like what's going on with the plant. So if it's soil and you did things wrong and you switch to cocoa, it's not going to magically fix itself. You're just going to keep doing the same shit that's wrong and probably have the same results, right? So stick with the soil.
I was told, like, someone told me, a grower supposedly told me to just, like, he gave me like a whole set of nutrients and things, and then didn't tell me that for autoflowers or something you're not even supposed to like go in with the same amount, because I didn't even know. Like,
I mean, that's not necessarily true, but it really depends. Like, you're using Fox Farm soil, right?
Yeah.
And you have to. It's all about picking the right size container, about not overwatering it, about not applying nutrients too soon. Usually Fox Farms comes right out of the bag with enough nutrients for a small plant to last it about 3 weeks, maybe a month tops. You'll know when it starts to run out because the new growth will start to look a lot lighter than it did earlier on, and the plant overall will start to look a lighter green. And that's when you start to fertilize it, because it needs fertilizer. Now, depending on how strong you're feeding it with what fertilizer and the size of the plant is going to determine how much fertilizer you use, how frequently you fertilize. You may fertilize with fertilizer, and then the next time the plants need to be watered, you may just do water if you're feeding heavy, or you may go feed water or feed water. It really just depends on what you got going on and what you're doing. So what nutrients were you giving the plants?
HydroFleet.
All right, we're going to send her some mission fertilizer.
That's different. I was giving it a CalMag. What else was it? It was the full nutrient line from HydroFleet. Just pretty much everything, but
I've never even heard of that company, so I wouldn't even know how to help you with using their stuff. But what we're going to do is we're going to send you some stuff to try. What kind of light are you using as well?
I'm sorry?
What kind of light are you using?
It's an LED. Or no, it's not an LED. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. It's an LED kind light.
A kind LED?
Not a reputable company.
Okay. And how big of an area are you lighting up with this light?
How many watts is it?
It's a closet. It's about, I'm going to say about 2.5 by 4 feet.
Okay, that light may not cover that whole area, and it may, depending on what size light it is. You've got a long way to go, and we could probably be on the phone with you for hours.
Yeah.
But environment's going to matter. There's a lot of things
Yeah,
that are going to matter. But what we're going to do is we're going to send you the Mission fertilizer.
We're going to do that, some Smartpots.
And some Smartpots.
And whatever else she needs, you can go to shopgrowlife.com and use Heavy T10 as a coupon code to get 10% off their already low prices. That's till the end of the month. But we're going to send you the Mission fertilizer, the Smartpots, and in that small area, let's get her some CO2.
Some green pads.
Green pad CO2, that's right. Hang them up, give them a squirt, let the CO2 rain down on the face of that autoflower, and then when you harvest it and you're bummed out, get some photoperiod plants.
And also go back and listen to. This is a good segue into. You can go back and listen to previous Heavy Tea shows.
Yeah.
And there's hundreds of hours out there, and all of the answers to all of the questions that you should have right now are available for you. It tells you.
But you could call in and get free shit.
Right, you can call in and get free shit too, but it's going to take. You'll have to call in 100 times for us to get you to where you need to be.
Well, since you started as a closet grower, we could talk about autoflowers all day, but recommend a strain that she might be easier to grow that she could be successful for or with.
I would just go get a cut from a shop or something from a dispensary that was female and know it, and find one that would be short, right? Like a Bubba Kush or something.
Yeah, something bushy.
But run with something that's going to be worth a shit at the end of
No
the day.
OGs. Don't start with OGs.
Where's she
Oh,
from?
no OGs? Okay.
I don't know.
Where are you,
He didn't put
where are you
that.
calling from?
I'm calling from Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas, man. All right, Brittany. Well, that's going to be
Hey,
the easiest
visit.
way.
I have Greenway cannabis out there in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Go
Yeah.
visit that if you get a chance. We're in all the dispensaries.
There you go.
Okay.
Brittany, I'm going to send you all that good stuff. Thanks for calling in, and any more problems you have, you call back.
Definitely. Thank you, guys.
Bye. 562-653-0707. We have a commercial. Goddamn button. Harry from Lancaster, you have a question for the guys.
Yeah, man. Quick question for you guys. So, as far as going into a commercial, how would I go on a large scale? How would I go about that with you guys?
Do you have a license?
I'm sorry?
Are you an approved
Do you have a
dispensary?
license? Do you have a California license?
Yeah.
To cultivate. No, not to drive a car, to cultivate.
He's like, yeah, dog, I don't even have any points on my record. It's clean. I took a defensive driving course, too.
If you're an approved facility, feel free to email orders@growlifeinc.com. Your information, attention Joe Barnes, and I'll contact you.
Okay.
Hey, can I get that email one more time?
Sure. Orders@growlifeinc.com. growlifeinc.com.
That's orders at growlifeinc.com. Attention Joe Barnes with your contact info, and he will hit you up.
Perfect.
All right, there you go, dude.
Are you on Facebook?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I would say Instagram?
Good
Smart
idea.
man.
Instagram, I do have an Instagram, but that's a personal one.
Oh, I was going to say, because this guy probably has an IG, and you could slide in his DMs.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds kind of weird, but I'll do it.
Yeah, but that's up to him. I don't know his IG.
At JMFB2112.
Harry, I think what they're saying is they don't handle the legal part or getting you licensed. Once you're licensed and you're ready to jam, you get a hold of them, and they're going to help you do the best that you can do. Right?
Okay, I got the email. Set it up.
Help you scale up, man. I'm going to send
forward
you
to hearing from you.
I'm going to send you a swag pack that includes heavy tea gear from our friends at Botanicare, Smartpots, and Vermi Crop, brother. I'm going to send you some gear, all of that. Thanks for calling.
Perfect. Thank you.
You be good. All right, 562-653-0707. We're taking a quick break. Guys, man, thanks for coming in. ShopGrowLife.com. We'll be back and talk a little bit more grow, a little bit more about what's going on. And don't forget, we're giving out an Easy Clone 9 and an Easy Clone 64 courteous of Grow Life tonight. So light up the lines.
Shout out to Easy Clone.
Yes, sir. Heavy T's Grow Show.
DFCRadio.com.
If you send your bitch my direction, I bet I won't give her no attention, no affection. Same old questions, nigga, you thirsty. Your mind on the pussy, in my mind where a purse be busy. Boy, I make this shit look easy. She know I don't want her for that very fact she need me. I'm easy, but
I grew up on the west. They hear me loud and clear, that's why this ear up on my chest. Honey gang running things, know that. That's why that bitch catch me where the dough at. And you can say that pussy girl, you know that shit throwback. And if it ain't, I still don't give a fuck. You can hold that. Beezy, she said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty in the worst way. You thirsty in the worst way, nigga. You thirsty in the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. Oh
She ain't
yeah.
got no patience. I don't really like waiting. Nah, kinda wanna taste it. Oh, girl, let me taste it. Oh, I don't like waiting. So, girl, I ain't waiting at all. Make sure you take it. Make sure you take it. Oh, I work, I lay that pipe, you gon' get it. Bosco, 100 strokes to the bitches. I ain't with the bullshit, bitch, I'm with the business. Every time I fuck, make sure you put that ass in it.
She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty in the worst way. You thirsty in the worst way, nigga. You thirsty in the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, what she wants don't require a question. What she needs is some direction. So I told her to go ahead and take her clothes off. And when no question, she did it 'cause I'm a real one. She said to me, she said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. Nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear.
Cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
Sorry, Hardy. Game over.
Are you ready to start cloning but don't know where to start? HDI has you covered, the only propagation-focused company. HDI was founded in 1997 and is the master distributor of Clonex throughout North America, like the Clonex rooting gel, which has been on the market since 1988. EPA registered and approved for use on food crops and cannabis. It's the only rooting gel approved by the Washington and Colorado Department of Agriculture for propagating cannabis plants. Used by thousands of plant nurseries, commercial growers, scientists, and greenhouse growers with billions of clones successfully rooted. That's Clonex rooting gel. But healthy clones start with healthy mothers. And with Mother Plant from HDI, you are fulfilling the nutritional needs of mother plants without excess nitrates, supporting strong, vibrant clones. And now you're ready for some Clonex Mist, a ready-to-use foliar spray for mother plants, cuttings, and rooting clones. Pop your clones into Root Riot plant starter cubes, and they are safe for use in hydroponic systems and are a proprietary blend of micronutrients that is certified food safe. And don't forget to add the Mycorrhiza with Clonex Root Maximizer, a mycorrhizae fungi, beneficial bacteria, and trichoderma that increases the surface area of your plant's roots, allowing the plants to access more nutrients and water. And don't forget to feed with Clonex Clone Solution, formulated for rooted clones and seedlings, a special blend of minerals and vitamins that encourage rapid root development. So no matter what your propagation needs are, remember HDI has you covered. Check them out at hydrodynamicsintl.com. That's hydrodynamicsintl.com.
Hey, man, started early, huh?
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Dude, Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics Vermiveg 744. Along with the Vermi Bloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermeil 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the Vermi Bat Guano Fertilizer, and the Vermi blood meal fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other...
Oh, it sounds like an imitation Smartpot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a Smartpot?
I'd get a Smartpot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smartpot. Check them out at smartpots.com. You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on dfcradio.com.
Okay, got your ballasts, check. Reflectors, check. Fans, check. Just about ready to get growing. The last thing you need is your bulbs.
Let me get like 12 of, whatever's the cheapest you got.
Bro, really? You're using the best soils, best nutrients, best equipment, and you're going to use an Econo brand lamp? If you really want the best of the best, you need to go with the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamp. Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps have the highest quality and consistency in their construction, and they're engineered to give your plants the light spectrum they need for the best growth and biggest harvest. Plus, Ushio is the only company that offers 2100 micromole light output without needing to overdrive your lamps and ballast. That means more light for your plants and longer light for your lamps.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, sold. Give me the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps.
Professional growers know not every lamp will give plants what they need to optimize their growth and yields and maximize profits. That's why the pros choose Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps. Offered in a full range of high-pressure sodium, metal halide, and ceramic metal halide options, Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps ensure that your plants are covered from seed to harvest no matter what lighting system you're using. For over 50 years, Ushio has been a trusted name and a leader in specialty lighting, and they stand by the name with a no-questions-asked 1-year warranty. So whether you run 5 lights or 500, you can be confident that you're buying the best horticulture lamps on the market. Ask for Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps and make sure to check them out online at www.ushio.com.
The next level of growing is here. The growing revolution is here. DFCRadio.com. DFCRadio.com.
Too much stuff. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. Man, cut that fool. That's too much stuff. He talking all over the columns. That's too much stuff. His wife hands all over my balls. She has too much stuff. The same 3 jokes every show. That's too much stuff. A black guy his wife have to blow. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. She got too much stuff. That's too much stuff. That's what he's pimping 101. That's too much stuff. You're listening to the Heavy T Grow Show on DFCRadio.com.
Woo!
Ow!
Love that money.
Heavy T Grow Show, baby.
Hey man, Dr. Duffman, bro. You're listening to DSCRadio.com. Oh, DSCRadio.com. Oh, hey man, Dr. Duffman, bro. You're listening to
I went to Wilson. I did my time. People asking me for a front all the time.
I'm a 40-old ass man.
I'm a 40-year-old fat man with a bad knee. I smoke this weed, even though it's wet.
Are we allowed to play this music, huh?
Yeah, can you get on the air, fool? We are on the air. Put on your headset.
Oh, we're fucking on here.
Yeah.
We're on the frozen air.
The microphone, no music's playing. We're talking into them.
Yep.
Yep. You
Very
picking
much
up?
so.
You picking up what I'm putting down, buddy? We're on the air. Good. 562-653-0707. Safety meeting time for Horty Chris, but that's not going to keep us from talking grow with you all. Davina, is that right? Davina in Colorado?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, girl? What's growing on?
So I just have a few questions about cloning because this is my second time. First time didn't go so well either. I have 8 going right now, and they've been in going for about 14 days, and I still don't have any roots.
What's your grow medium that you have them in?
Rockwell.
You have them in Rockwell. Are you using a heat mat out in Colorado?
I do have one, yes.
And what size light? Just a fluorescent light, or do you have a bigger light?
Little fluorescent one.
Yeah, well, you have the right supplies, first off, okay? Secondly, always take twice as many clones as you think you're going to need, and do best cloning methods, right? I like to, of course, use Clone X gel. I also prep my mother plant that I'm taking the clones off by using mother plant and spraying Clone X mist on it prior to taking the cuts. That will prep the tissue of the plant to really accept the signal to start growing roots, right? So doing those steps and keeping it clean. And then the biggest mistake most guys make, or most ladies make even, is keeping your clones overly saturated. You don't want water standing in the tray. You don't want to keep spraying them over and over. Are you squirting your clones? With water,
I squirt the dome and I squirt them as well.
Yeah, every day.
She's a squirter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just too much. That's just too much squirt. Right. Keeping it wet, you're gonna get dampening off, where literally the tissue of the plant rots right where it goes into that Rockwell. So what you need to do, you soak your Rockwell, then you drain it off so it's not puddling water in the bottom of your tray. You condition it properly with the right pH and everything. Add a little root stimulant to your Rockwell as well, so when the roots start to form, they really take off once they hit biostimulant. But you do that, and then you take your clones, and then you do want to squirt them. Squirt them with at least water, but squirt them. I prefer Clone X Mist to give it another signal to the tissue. Okay, let's start accepting the signal from the gel to form roots. But spray them. Spray the inside of your dome. Put your dome on and forget it, okay? If you're worried if they're going to dry out a little fast with that heat mat, put a little bit of water. Just, the grooves of that little cut tray, put enough water just to barely fill those grooves, and that will evaporate and keep the plants, the humidity up and keep the plants hydrated.
Listen up.
But if they're already wet and you go in there and squirt, you're probably just rotting out your clones.
And another good thing is you can spray the mom plant with water or Clone X Mist right before you take the clones. because when you get the plant wet like that, like if it were in nature and it rained, the leaf surface is wet. It's going to absorb some water from it, right? It puts it into like a catatonic, like relaxed state. So then you can spray the plant, get it nice and wet, then take the clones, put them in the dome, spray the lid, leave a little bit of water in the bottom, put the lid on. Use a Green Pad Junior as well to provide CO2 for the plants so that they can breathe a little easier. And then every day, take that lid off and kind of fan some fresh water over them. Lightly mist the inside of the dome, but do not spray the plants. And then after 3 to 5 days, start trying to leave the dome off for a little bit at a time and see if the plants wilt. If they don't, leave it off a little longer. And if you can do that, then the cubes will dry out quicker, and the little like warts where the new roots are going to grow that are on the stalk are going to search out water, and you'll see that the roots bust out quicker. And if you keep the cubes too wet, the plant gets lazy and it won't pop roots as quickly.
And she has that heat mat. It just accelerates the dampening off.
Yeah.
That being said, too, most places, most of the year, you don't need a heat mat. Or if you do, you need to get a thermostat for the heat mat so you can actually keep it a little lower than just plugging it in and going. Those things get pretty warm. She is in Colorado, so if you're in an area that's not very insulated or it's cooler in that area, you will need a heat mat. But if you're in a grow room that has controlled environment ag where everything's controlled, you keep your temperatures right about 75 to 80. Most likely, you won't need a heat mat. The radiant heat off your fluorescent will be enough for the plants.
And of course, if it's in the basement, don't set the clone trays on the concrete because that'll keep them cooler than they should be.
Yeah.
Keep them up off the ground. And if you have the T5 lights close enough to them, that'll generate just enough heat that'll cause that condensation inside the dome, and you should be good to go.
Hey, so this is the thing, Davina. Every now and then, you catch something when you go fishing, and you're going to get an Easy Clone 9 from our boys at Grow Life. Go to shopgrowlife.com. Any of your other supplies, use coupon code HEAVYT10 to get another 10% off. They're already low prices. You can also, you're going to get a code to enter in to get that Easy Clone 9 from the guys as well. So talk to Marcos on the other line. I'm going to send you some Green Pad Juniors as well. You can squirt those all day long. I know you like squirting. So, Davina, thanks for calling in.
Thank you, guys.
Bye. Yeah, that was a Grand Prizzle. You guys almost missed it. You're out safety meeting all day with Horty Chris.
Sorry, man. I was just rapping out with them.
I know.
Chris, who?
Hey, real quick, you gave away an Easy Cloner. Keep those on the ground where it's cold if you can, because the motors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know, before you gave that away, I was gonna say for a lot of people that are beginners, as long as you don't have an electrical outage, Easy Clone machines are super easy. You don't have a dome to worry about burping. You literally have perky clones that you literally just have to look at the solution. You don't want to use bacterias and stuff that's going to create a biofilm and sludge. Keep it real clean. They're super simple, but keep them on the ground because the pumps will generate heat, and the huge part of that is keeping the water temperature down.
Yeah, that's why we recommend people use the NFT cycle timers on the pumps on those, 1 minute on, 4 minutes off, because it does help eliminate that heat issue.
Well, if you have it to keep it at a constant water temperature, if it's on the concrete and the water's at 68, keep that pump on. It's perfect.
Oh, absolutely. But if you don't, and your water's at 80-some degrees, 85, 88 degrees, and the pump's just running constantly, and you're having issues with heat, the solution recommended.
All right, guys. Hey, guys, I look at you agreeing, kind of, on something. Fist bump. Let's see fist bump. No BFFs yet?
Nope.
All right. We'll get there someday. 562-653-0707. I was making a joke, Jerome. Stay with me. Stay with me, buddy.
You get a water chiller, too.
We're going to keep moving.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know what is a... Instead of a water chiller...
a dust room?
It's called an ice probe that you can put in there. They make them for small aquariums.
Do those work good?
They work good. You have to modify the Easy Clone, which a lot of people don't like to do, though. Hey, guys, we have one of your friends, John from New York, calling in. Talk a little bit about Grow Life. What's up, John?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. What's on your mind tonight?
Chilling. I just saw the advertisement on Facebook because I obviously follow you guys. Invested a little bit with you guys, and just wanted to compliment the job that you guys do with your company. You know, do a lot of research and stuff, and kind of like what you guys are up to. Feel very confident in investing with you guys, and pretty much am pitching your company to almost everyone I know because I totally have good vibes about it. So I just wanted to give you guys 2 thumbs up. I just checked out your Instagram page, Corey. Nice body of work, and good job.
Well,
There you go.
Thanks for calling in, John, and I'm glad that you found the Heavy Tea Grow Show through Grow Life too, buddy.
Absolutely.
Guys, so there's investment opportunities? Why are you holding out on us? What's up, dog? I got 5 on it. Million.
So you didn't realize we're publicly traded?
No, I didn't realize that because this
Listen
is
up.
a new kind of element to the cannabis side, right?
So I started with a company called Rocky Mountain Hydroponics in 2009. And then fast forward through Colorado selling Panda Film. And then into 2013, we were acquired by Grow Life. Grow Life actually owned the Phototron.
Really? The old school
The
Phototron.
old school Phototron.
I might have one of those in storage somewhere from fucking the 90s.
That's right. The Grow Life was the owner of the Phototron, which was the first thing I killed when I came to manage the company.
Was that a hard thing for them to let go?
They hadn't been... Yeah, they needed a little bit of attention, we'll just say.
Yeah.
And
I bet they'd be decent now with those new strip LED lights in them, right? If you could just get like a light depth.
We still get
the
phone calls.
Optional light depth model now available. Hey, we need to talk on the side, man. I might be able to come up with something.
So, but if you guys are on
OTCQB, the ticker symbol is PHOT.
Nice, dude. Well, that's awesome. And look, John from New York wanted to hook you up. And by the way, Mark, send John from New York a Heavy Tea swag pack, include some stickers and some T-shirts and stuff. I bet Smartpots has some koozies for him. Okay, let's keep talking grow, though, right? Keep moving to, where are we? Massachusetts? Kirk.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up? What's your
Love
grow
the
problem?
show.
Thanks, dude.
My question is, I'm doing my second run this year of outdoors in Massachusetts, which can always be difficult. And I have topped on my indoor plants. What is the view on topping outdoor? Is it necessary because of the penetration of the sun in the canopy, or should I just let these things go?
You're gonna grow a bush outdoors anyways, but I still in my greenhouses I prune and I train and I make sure that the structure is developing the way that I want to do it. I prefer not to grow trees, right? Because I do light depth, so I have a small hedge that's more manageable for a small crew. A big tree, you're talking about going full season, full sun, and it's gonna get there whether you top it or not. Dustin from Smartpots, he wrote a book on outdoor cultivation. He would be the perfect guy to ask that. But how about in your guys' experience? Defoliation, topping, anyone got a take on it? Go ahead, Corey.
As far as outdoors?
Yeah, outdoors and what it would, if it would make a difference.
I think it's strain dependent, right?
Right, I agree.
And from pheno to pheno of what you have. So.
And also, if you need to keep them short so that your neighbors don't see them.
Exactly.
If you top the plant early and then you can start bending it out and tying it out and keep hedging it back, then that'll keep it from getting too high.
Mm-hmm.
But some people, and I think even I'm not sure what it says in Dustin's book, but some people say don't do any of that because you don't want to interrupt the plant just going off. If it's outdoors, it's not going to matter. You're going to have a Christmas tree, but like you said, the light will be as intense at the top as it is at the bottom, so it's not as important as it would be indoors. But I'd say, just depending on what type of plant it is, if it does have a lot of lateral branches or doesn't, you could manipulate it that way. And if you needed it for like height requirements, you didn't want a 15-foot plant in your backyard.
True.
Blew your mind, didn't it? Yeah. One thing though, check it out. If you transplant into a larger pot to go the season, don't top it until you start noticing some branching, because as those roots surge out, they're going to shoot to the bottom, and the vertical side of the plant is going to start to grow as the bottom side, as the roots grow. Wait till that happens, then top it, because if you top it, you're just going to end up topping it again, because one of those dominant tops is not going to be your traditional branching out that you'll have until it fills that pot pretty much.
All right.
Look, I'll send you some smart pots because they're here tonight. They're coming on in just a few minutes. The patented fabric pot, the only pot that we mess with here on Heavy Tea. I'm also going to send you the full line of Vermi crop. It's great organic products. You can use them in soil, outdoor or indoor. The Vermi All, the Vermi Guano, the Vermi Blood Meal, the Vermi Veg, and the Vermi Bloom going out to you, bro. Thanks for calling in, Kirk.
Thanks, man.
All right,
Thanks, guys.
Be good. 562-653-0707. Let's see. The rest are smart pot questions coming up. And, I think then we got to leave. Oh, pass me the joint. That's one way to extend the time here.
Please.
What do you guys want to? You asked me my mission statement. Let's hear your ending statement here. What do you want our listeners to get out of tonight? Things that you said or maybe that we missed.
Well, I want to let everyone know that we're here to help people grow. No grow is too big or too small for us to work with you. We have services that'll be able to do everything you would need to bring you up to Corey speed. That's why we work together.
Great.
So
man.
that's pretty much it.
Corey, Joe, it was our pleasure to have you tonight, man. I look forward to working together and seeing what you guys have going on in the future. Go to shopgrowlife.com. Enter in Heavy T10 to receive an additional 10% off their already low prices. Facebook, it's Grow Life Inc. That's Grow Life Inc. On Twitter, it's Grow Life Co. Grow Life E Co. Is that an extra E that she put in there? Is that the right one?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Grow Life Co. It'll pop up. You search it.
Just Google Grow Life.
And Grow Life Hydro on Instagram. Everyone, a round of applause for Corey and Joe.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate what you do for the industry.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, man.
You too. Go ahead.
Heavy T, I'll say, since we're getting ready to go to break, some news. The new Garden Culture issue has just been released.
And is expose on you?
It's their annual survey that they do. It's the results of their survey are out. So they're pretty excited. It's usually one of their most popular ones. So Eric told me to let everyone know that the new Garden Culture, which is their survey edition, is out. And there's also an article by yours truly on the importance of filtration for indoor gardening.
Oh.
Peep it.
We'll peep it. Garden Culture, great guys over there. All right, call in 562-653-0707. Heavy T's Grow Show. We're coming back with Charles and Helene, and Dr. Duff may make a reappearance. DFZ Radio, baby.
.com.
Yeah, Dave.
I do it. The real team, the real blocks, the real hustle. I do it like this, never trust a buster. Here we go, got that draw, got that flow. Man, I'm blown in the show. Thought you knew, I'm about to roll, I'm about to go. Man, I keep it cold in the freezer, that's my swag. Yeah, my swag is just so froze on the grind all the time. Yeah, you know how I do. I don't change, I just do me. Why don't you do you? I'ma stay rising, yeah, getting that cash flow. That's why you're mad for a motherfucking asshole. Oh, yeah, I'm sipping, do it right, never slip it, dip it with that good grain. Got your dang good ribbon, gave that ass a good whip it. Then I just keep it pushing, can't get enough, she always creeping. Beat it all up in the kitchen. Hungry host there, living in a fairy tale. Tricks up on my coattail, and they do it so well. Hustle for more amounts, something on another ounce. Man, I got that retail, then I just let it sail. Get that chips, I need that quick. Ride it low, then I hit the switch. In the ride, I'm looking clean. Dip plane up in the whip. Roll it down, up in this. Yeah, bumping this. S to the T, I pump the split. Do it like this, I never switch it. Fire in my eyes, see it blazing. I do it every day, and ain't shit changing. Fire in my eyes, see it blazing. I do it every day, and ain't shit changing. I live this anyways. 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 Fire in my eyes, see it blazing. I do it every day. I do it every day. Do it every day. Do it. I do it every day. I do it every day. I do it every day.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Terpinator.
Did you say Terpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Terpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Terpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome! You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFCRadio.com.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
One of the biggest challenges is creating and maintaining a stable, consistent environment for your plants to flourish. Without a reliable climate, you could lose your entire crop. Proper dehumidification can make all the difference, giving you the advantage you need to bring in a high-yield harvest. Quest dehumidifiers can transform your unstable growing environment into one that allows you to achieve and maintain precise conditions in which plants can flourish. This includes deterring and preventing the growth of destructive molds throughout each growing stage. Quest has the most energy-efficient dehumidifiers available, using the least amount of electricity and removing more pints of water per kilowatt at the widest temperature range. Quest's innovative design also creates the lightest heat load on your HVAC, paying for itself in energy savings. With overhead mount capability, Quest lets you maximize your grow space and profits. Made in the USA, Quest meets or exceeds the highest standards. Our products are known for their reliability and they are backed up by industry-leading warranty. Quest's dehumidifiers will efficiently control humidity from germination to harvest, maintaining a growing environment that's vital to the success of indoor and hydroponic gardening. Protect your investment, your plants, and your profits with Quest. Call our friends at Quest for a free consultation at 877-420-1330. That's 877-420-1330.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, this shit is awesome.
Hey, bro, your garden's looking sweet, man. What are you using?
Yeah, man, I'm using a premium cocoa nutrient, Cocoa Tech A and B, man. It's an aggressive formula for increased yield during the flowering phase.
Wow, so this is made specially for cocoa?
You better believe it, man. It comes with easy-to-use 2-part formula. Formulated aggressive growth and superior blooms. Whoa, bro. Yeah, man. Tell 'em, Bob.
This aggressive formula contains proprietary blends of calcium to ensure your plants thrive. Backed by years of research, Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Nutrients are specifically designed to support and enhance your cocoa core growing experience. Use Cocoa Tech Premium Nutrients with Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Core for optimum results.
Yeah, man.
DFZRadio.com. Dilly Heavy T Grow Show. The dilly dee.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
You may proceed with your questions, Mr. Matson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Smith, is it not true on the night of April the 20th, you took responsibility for 12 females, and that you immediately took those females and locked them in your basement?
Yeah, that's right. And you should have seen them, looking all pretty and such.
Yes, I'm sure they were. But could you tell the court what happened next?
I mean, I kept them down there, trying to keep them safe from the world.
But that's not all, is it?
What are you getting at?
What I'm getting at, sir, is those girls were kept in a potting soil that was so low in nutrients that they barely had enough to survive. Are these the same girls that you did not plant in Sanctuary Soils Empire Builder?
I didn't know about Sanctuary Soils Empire Builder.
You should have known that Empire Builder contains all the nutrients those plants needed, as well as beneficial bacteria and fungus. You should have known that the guanos, worm castings, and over 20 micronutrients in Empire Builder would keep those plants vigorous and healthy. And you should have known that once the plants were placed directly in Empire Builder, that all you had to do was to keep the plants watered, and you would have seen amazing results.
I'm so sorry I didn't know.
Well, you should have also known that Empire Builder is now available in 2 cubic foot bags as well as by the truckload. Your Honor, I rest my case.
I have no choice but to find the defendant guilty of not using Sanctuary Soils Empire Builder. Now get out of my courtroom.
Sanctuary Soils Empire Builder. For more information, go to sanctuarysoil.com. Sanctuary Soil. Using anything else is criminal.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
DFZRadio.com.
Back, Heavy T's Grow Show. Hooking callers up, dropping grow knowledge. Thanks again to Joe and Corey for coming in from Grow Life. And now we keep moving forward. Newbies, new guests last time. Now, old guests. One of our first guests ever on this show. Charles is here from Smartpots. What up, Charles?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Just thinking about growing and shit, you know?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? The Thunder losing?
I'm thinking about the Thunder losing.
Yeah, that sucks. And Helene, of course. How you doing?
Yo, yo, yo.
What have you been up to, Helene?
Everything. A little bit of everything.
You are amazingly...
She's involved.
Yes. Real quick before we go talking about all this great SmartPot stuff, you have, for the listeners, an opportunity to get their grow room revamped.
Okay, so one of the latest projects that I have been involved in, it's a TV show called Pimp My Grow, and it's produced by Prohibited Media and hosted by DNA Genetics and Be Real.
Nice.
And so basically the main concept behind
It's
it,
on TV?
if you did not guess yet, it will be. It's still in production.
Okay.
So it's only one episode has been filmed so far. And so basically it's Pimp My Grow. So it's basically, Pimp My Ride, but for grow rooms.
So if you have a bootleg grow room, you can get your grow room pimped out.
So if you're having problems or issues and need some help and
call into
would
Heavy
like
Tea
a
and then
full
get pimped out.
makeover, call in and tell us about how janky your room is and why you need this help.
How do they get in contact with you to submit? I guess it's a casting call essentially if they want to be on the show. How do they get a hold of you? How do they do it?
You know what? I have an email for that, so let me circle around back here in a few minutes.
Always prepared. I
caught her off guard.
Totally, yeah, you did catch me off guard, and yeah.
All right, well,
I will get right back to you on that one.
Is it limited to a certain area?
Kind of, yeah, like Southern California, just because it's like a full film crew and
Supposed to be in Compton only.
It's quite a production, yeah, Compton only. No, yeah, basically the Southern California area. So I guess unless extenuating circumstances, there potentially could be outside of that zone, but that's the basic
all right.
area.
If you're in SoCal and you want to get your grow pimped out, Helene's going to tell you how. And Smartpots is part of the pimping out. There are a lot of, and we beat this horse to death every time you come in, but a lot of knockoffs, alternatives, the cheap China ones, pots. You guys even made a sticker that said "Not made in China."
Not made in China.
You're proudly made here in the United States.
100%.
I actually had a chance to visit their facility near Christmas. Super impressive, dude. Multiple levels. They're churning out Smartpots like mad, like crazy, like a bunch of workers out there just doing their thing. But I want to ask you, because I saw some things there about the customization. If there's growers, commercial or otherwise, that have something in mind, you guys will customize the Smartpot to fit their desire.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that we've really have tried to promote, because everyone's setup is going to be a little bit different. If you're not set up for standard containers, we can make a custom Smartpot to fit your needs. Helene and I were just at a facility yesterday called Loud Pack Farms, and we made 25-foot beds for them to grow in, and because of their system, it was the only way they could grow. And if they did these beds in wood or plastic, then it just wouldn't work well with drainage and everything that the Smartpot provides. So yeah, if you have custom needs, we can do it. We can custom make it to fit whatever dimensions, whatever system you have in place.
Have you guys or could you make it? It just popped in my head because I saw those beds there, hell of impressive. Didn't they have grommets fit onto them too? You guys could add accessories and things to them how you need.
If you can think it, we can do it, and it's because we're our own manufacturer. We can, if you have an idea, we have the machines and the people and the know-how to make that happen.
And it's quick turnaround because it's all in the U.S. You don't have to wait for it to be translated and shipped and all these things.
100% made to order.
I had an idea though. You know how several growers, they use Cocotech, basically cocoa mats in their trays and stuff. Can you make a Smartpot tray liner? So the roots would grow through and it would shield it from the light and in like a hydro system, recirculating system?
Yeah, absolutely. We can, like I said, we can do anything.
Yeah, kind of like the cocoa mat, but like a smart pot, like
smart mat,
like a mat, yeah.
Completely reusable,
like a liner. Yeah,
yeah.
That would be sick.
Dude, so, we should have probably said this to him off the air.
Yes.
So if you get a little finger in there.
Just one little finger, though. That's all I can take. The what?
Pinky.
What's up with Smartpots? What's up and coming?
Pinky.
What are you guys doing too? Because you're going to be here on Saturday at Cerritos Hydro with us.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
We're going to be talking Smartpots. I mean, talking dirty, and
only the Duff Man.
And for the listeners that are in the area, come through. But what else is coming up for Smartpots? Are you going to be in San Francisco as well? Another rep up there?
Yep. So I'll be at the Indo Expo all weekend. So, holding down the fort on that end of the state while Charles is down here.
Yeah, we have we're doing the MJ BizCon in New Orleans coming up, and we're doing the Lift Show in Canada. Those are the two shows coming up that we're going to be at. And we have a whole list of all the events that we're doing on our website. So check that out. If you're near, come by and see us. We love to meet everybody and talk Smartpots.
All right, that's awesome. Go to smartpots.com. We have several listeners with questions for you, Charles and Helene, so let's get to it. In Alabama, we have Brandon. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Not much, just here with Smartpots. What's your question?
Oh man, I'm just really new to the whole smart pot scene. You know, out here, we don't have access to things like that due to the laws and things like that. You know, people did frown upon it in any kind of gardening store. You know, when they think you're in there shopping for the right reasons, they, you know, they're not very helpful. But I've been, you know, following those smart pots, and I was just wondering if I was to get some autoflower seeds and I was wanting to increase my yield. I'm normally growing in something, you know, around a 5-gallon bucket size. What would, you know?
Well, okay,
I don't want to get one too big, you know, for each plant. But what would be, you know, the right gallon size? Because I follow Mendo Dope.
Okay, well, hold on, Brandon. Hold on 1 second, okay? Let's get to your question before you start going down the rabbit hole further. Helene, traditional pots Brandon likes to use for his garden, 5-gallon plastic containers. In my experience, I could use a smaller smart pot because it aerates the roots and less water, less food. It saves me money. I can control the height of my plant a little easier. Is that traditionally what you do? You downsize if you're using a larger plastic, or is it equal?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just depending on the space, and if you're indoor, I wouldn't really want to go bigger than probably like a 5-gallon smart pot, unless you had a lot of.
Also, he's an autoflower, so maybe a 3-gallon would work for him.
Yeah, like an autoflower, you could downsize a little bit on something like that. So probably a 3-gallon smart pot would be perfect for something like that.
Yeah, I agree as well. And you know, it sounds where you're at. Whatever you can get with autoflowers or photoperiod plants, whatever you need for your tomatoes, right? Your tomatoes, doggy.
Right.
In Alabama, it's still tomatoes, doggy.
Still tomatoes.
In Oklahoma, it's still tomatoes.
Those autoflower tomatoes.
Autoflower tomatoes.
Yeah, those are the best.
Yeah, those autoflower tomatoes. All right, player. Listen. That's a great question, but truly, smart pots are in every garden store. They are in traditional garden stores as well. Is there different branding that you do for? Because you have the pond pots, you have the smart pots. Is there another brand that is in the South or anything that you guys?
In the garden centers, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be smart pots, but also another brand that we make for raised beds is going to be called the Big Bag Bed, and it's just a bigger smart pot for if you want to do a raised bed gardening, and you might have easier time finding those where you are, but smart pots are still available just pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, and you know, if you go on over to shopgrowlife.com, you get the extra 10% off.
Shopgrowlife.com.
Yeah, use Heavy T10 until the end of the month. You get an additional 10% off their already low prices, discreetly shipped anywhere in the country, all over the world.
Awesome.
Okay, Brandon.
And you said 3-gallon is, you know, plenty for each one.
I feel you're going to be fine with those.
And also make sure when you start your autoflowers, don't start them in the 3-gallon. Start them in something smaller and let them fill that out, and then transplant them so that you get a good root structure.
And we have the transplanters too that are kind of designed for that. They're smaller and they have a little extra flap that makes them easier to pull off without ripping the root ball on the smaller sizes.
There you go.
So, and if you go on our website, we have a store locator. You put in your zip code and it'll pop up stores around you.
In Alabama.
Awesome.
In Alabama, maybe, if you're lucky.
Brandon,
are these things reusable? I mean, over and over. Like if I use it outdoors, is it okay to bring it back in?
Absolutely.
And use it indoors?
Yeah.
How do you reuse it, Charles?
You can put it in a wash machine. You can soak it in a bucket. You want to, if you're worried about, you know, bad bacteria or something that maybe happened during your last grow, then use something like an OxyClean or hydrogen peroxide to sterilize it.
OxyClean, mate.
The river is in my back door, and we get all kinds of, you know,
gators.
Types of
pollen. Down by the river.
Man. Hey, listen.
Yeah, you can wash them in a washing machine. They last forever. I have some smart pots that Charles had custom made that said Heavy Tea Grow Show at my house that we used to grow some tomatoes on the back porch, and I've had them out there for 5 years, and they still look as good as the day I got them. And I leave them. I don't like put them away either. I just kick the old dead root ball over in the corner until the next year, so they're outside all winter, all summer. And
I
they
have
still work.
I have the huge ones as they're my planters during the summer. I use them for all my vegetables. They've been out there for at least 5 years, and I rock them each and every season.
Do you guys have any good soil recommendations? That, I mean,
There's
Mother
several
Earth.
out there, but look at Vermi soil, Vermi fire, depending on how much nutrient you want in there. I would go with Vermi soil for your plants that are autos.
Vermi?
Vermi, like worms, Vermi, soil.
Oh, Vermi.
You could also look up Mission Fertilizer. I don't think they're available down there, but Vermi soil, Vermi fire should be.
Yeah, it's Vermi, Vermi, not wormy.
Yeah,
I was confused too.
Yeah, I'm confused too. We're all confused, player. Brandon, thanks for calling in. I'm going to send you some Smartpots.
Thank you guys so much, man. It's been a pleasure.
All right, and some Mission Fertilizer for you as well. It includes their entire line, along with the Crazy Swell.
Crazy. Oh, man.
Crazy time.
I was tripping.
You got Kirk at line 2 locked in, but we already talked to him.
Yeah.
I don't know, screener guy. Rico Suave.
Yo.
Rico.
Chickity, chickity. What's up, man? I was calling to ask, man, like, what makes the Smart Pot better than just a regular fabric pot?
Okay, well,
I don't really.
He hasn't heard your past
I've
experiences.
used the regular fabric pot before, and it wasn't too bad.
Well, there's a lot of differences between smart pots and other fabric containers. That's a great question. Thanks for asking it. Just the basics. If you're growing organic, smart pots are guaranteed BPA free and lead free. We have our fabric independently tested to show this. So it's safe. It's going to be safe for your plants, whether you're growing, food or cannabis or whatever it is that you're growing. It's going to be safe to consume it. And also just the construction of the Smart Pot. Our fabric is custom made for us, where a lot of our competitors have fabric that they just buy fabric and just whatever the company that they're buying fabric has, whereas our fabric is custom made for us with the plants in mind. And this is based on over 30 years of experience of using of making smart pots and growing plants in them, and talking to the growers and the farmers and having a research done at different universities all across the country. Our fabric is going to last longer, and it's going to drain, how we want it to drain. It's going to air prune and let air in and out how we want it to do. If you have a fabric that is so thick, like some of them out there, because some people they feel a thick
like
fabric bag,
skull.
like his skull, yeah, and they think that's better. Well, that's not better. You might as well be in a plastic container, because it's not gonna aerate. It's not going to drain very well. The opposite side of that is if a fabric is so thin, it's going to fall apart sometimes before your grow is done. And like Humpty Dumpty, if it breaks apart, you can't put it back together again. With a Smart Pot, you're paying for consistency, you're paying for quality, and you're paying for that. That's one less headache that you have to have when you have a garden, when you have a grow. You don't have to worry about your fabric falling apart. You don't have to worry about it not draining well and all those other problems that you can potentially have with other fabrics
Charles,
and other containers.
How about the gimmicks that we see with Velcro zippers,
springs,
metal in it, to do that? You don't see those with Smart Pots, and
no gimmicks.
And if it has a zipper on it, is it better? Obviously you don't have a zipper on it, but I see problems with that, with dirt and zippers.
Yeah, try to zip up something with dirt in it. I mean, and also you're going to pay for that. Zippers are expensive, and really, is a zipper going to make your life easier?
Yeah, because when you're over water, you open it up.
Maybe. That's good. And then it rusts away. Gives your plants death. All right, that was a very concise answer. There you go.
Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Let's send him some Smart Pots and some swag pack from Botanicare. Shout out to Botanicare. You know about the new rolling benches there, Rico?
No, I do not.
And they're compatible with Smart Pots. Let me tell you about the new Botanicare introduces new modular slide bench system. The slide bench system allows maximization and control of grow room space for increased production. Wow. The 10-foot, 6-inch base system can be extended in 5-foot increments to 40 feet. 6 inches and beyond with additional components. Choose between 12-inch, 20-inch, and 30-inch height options to best suit your cultivation practices. It's a state-of-the-art slide bench system engineered to provide long-term durability, reliability, and performance. The system can be paired with Hawthorne Hydro's commercial lighting and environmental control products. To request your room layout or learn more how you can pair the slide bench with Gavita lights or other structural equipment, please contact customer service at 877-753-0404, 877-753-0404, or go to growmod.botanicare.com or email at info@botanicare.com. Botanicare.com.
Boom.
See that? That was the first time I read that. You can't believe I read that whole page that quick, huh? I only read this part and that part. Okay. 562-653-0707. Bert has a smart pot question.
Bert.
Yo, Bert.
I do. What's going on, guys?
Not much. What's your question?
You know,
No, I don't.
just finished watering my plants, which happen to be in 3-gallon smart pots. And, you know, they're in these little, little drip trays, you know?
No, I don't
And
know.
so when I was done watering them, I saw some, water sitting in there, you know, but I kind of had to make my rounds before I could get that out. And then, you know, it was kind of less when I went to take it out, and I thought, is that a method? And then I thought deeper, and I was like, what if you, poured water into the little drip tray, and then it carries the water upwards throughout the plant, and then you put the nutrients down or something? But I was wondering if that's, a viable thing, or if I'm just wasting time.
Did he just
over
invent the
here.
autopot system?
Random thoughts.
Yeah, dude, that's a really common thing that people do, and a lot of times, the roots on top of the pot will tend to be your air roots, and your deeper roots will be known as the feeder roots. And a lot of people feel that if they drench the pot from the top, that they kind of destroy those delicate roots that are used to being in a drier environment. So a lot of people will bottom feed, and it's capillary action. If the roots are coming out the bottom of the pot, or they've gone to the bottom of the container, and you fill the saucer that the plant sits in, the roots down there will grab that water, and they will pull it up into the medium to where the plant needs it to wet everything. And that's a good way to know also if you've overwatered.
Yeah, I got something for that.
Yeah, actually,
Dr.
there's
Duff
a new
has
product.
Yeah. Hey.
Dr. Duff here.
Yeah, Dr. Duff.
Don't forget. Come on.
Hey,
on.
Dr. Duff here. I want to let you know about my bottom feeder pots. That's right. They're bottom feeder pots. You feed from the bottom, not the top. That's just the idiot way to feed nowadays.
If you want a status increase from ditch digger to
Yeah.
bottom feeder, get
Yeah.
bottom feeder pots from Duff.
That's right. Bottom feeders from Duff make you A+. What up?
It comes with ground up catfish for fertilizer.
Available at all Walmart.
Yep.
Beautiful. I needed
No,
it.
you know, and another thing too is I have a couple of friends who do they'll go in, they'll water all their plants, and then the plant will have the runoff in the saucer at the bottom. Then they'll go back with a shop vac and try to vacuum up all that water, and
That's what I
spend
do.
more time trying to vacuum up that water than they did watering the plants, right? Especially if you're using a fabric container and you water from the top with a watering wand. Sometimes you'll notice that the water will kind of pool across the top, and it'll start running down the sides, and it'll come out the sides of the fabric pot, right? A plastic pot forces the water down, but sometimes you'll get a little leakage from the sides. So you may water the plant, and then you see water building up in the saucer and think that you've watered enough, right? But maybe just because the fabric pot is breathable and lets a little bit of water out the sides as it trickles down, you may not have overwatered the plant. So you can leave that little bit of water in the bottom, and the plant, if it sucks it up before you get back to coming to vacuum it up, it probably wasn't overwatered, and that's why it sucked up that water from the bottom, because you watered from the top, but you didn't water all the way through, so the bottom sucked up what was left over. So if there's water left over, just leave it there. If you notice it's still there 2 or 3 days later, that might be an issue with your roots. But
a small amount that evaporates, or maybe gets as the grow medium dries out, taken back up in the small portion of the bottom, isn't going to, most likely will not cause a problem. If you start feeding from the top and letting the saucer fill up and be like, yeah, that water is going to wick back up and it's going to hydrate the plant. What you get is you have your nutrients going both directions, right?
Right.
So that's going to cause a toxicity, because in the middle is where it's going to build up. For an autopot system or a GoGrow system that is a bottom-fed plant like that. And by the way, you could pair the Smartpot with the autopot system.
Right, they have
the new XL system.
I did that back in the day, way back in the day, and I had to figure out that the roots grew so much out of the Smart Pot they would grow into the valve, so I had to use my root control disc up on the side, but it worked killer. Anyways, those are bottom feed systems, and you never really want to pour anything through the top, and that's because the nutrient is traveling up through the grow medium, and it'll build up on top. You'll get a build up of salt on top of the grow medium, and it's not a bad thing. It's just that's where the buildup is. If you go water back down through it, it pushes that salt back down, and now you have a problem. Same thing with watering from the top. If you keep watering from the top, let it fill up the bottom and it wicks back up, you're not going to optimize what your plant can do. You're likely going to run into a root problem if you're growing in soil because it's just going to stay a big mud bath even in an aerated pot. That pot can't aerate through water. If it's sitting in water all the time, you're eventually going to rot your roots out no matter what. So keep that in mind. Ideally, you don't want much sitting under there anyways. If you're watering from the top, just feed it from the top. If you want to go to a bottom feed system, that auto pot system's paired with the Smart Pots, it's a win-win.
Alrighty, right on. That sounds good.
But I'll tell you, the auto pot system, I prefer to use synthetics. With organics, it's a little tough because of the feed line.
One thing too, this is a great follow-up from the previous caller about the difference between Smart Pots and other fabric containers, is that our material wicks water better than any other fabric out there. And if you have a little bit of water sitting in your tray, the Smart Pot, if the plant needs it, if there's room for more water, it will wick that water up. You're not going to see that with everybody else.
All right, Bert.
Appreciate it.
Sending you some Smart Pots, dude. I'm going to send you some Green Pad Originals as well to get CO2 into your garden. Go to YouTube, check out Green Pad, search them. Go to greenpadco2.com. They're also going to be at Cerritos Hydro if you're in the area. Meet Heavy T, Horty Chris, Dr. Duff, and Jiggity Jerome, Charles from Smart Pots, and several other vendors. It's the annual spring grill and chill. Hydroponic Chef is going to be cooking. We're going to be just having a big party and good time. Come out to Cerritos Hydroponics at 15961 Piuma in the beautiful city of Cerritos this weekend to hang out. I'm also going to send you a swag pack from General Hydroponics, dude. Included the Azamax, the Rapid Start, the Floralicious Plus, and the Cali Magic.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
All right, brother. Thanks. 562-653-0707. Let's pay some bills here. We're going to get back to all your grow questions, but pay the bills. Safety meeting. Heavy T's Grow Show, baby. DFZRadio.com.
Club is cracking, the bar's full. So many bad girls, it's hard to choose. Club so crowded, it's hard to move. I see this guy when I'm about to move. Hey, sure, hey, sure.
Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Maybe just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me.
Yeah, look, you like the way I walk and how would you talk? Sagging with we bellin', Mr. Stanger Low. Baby, you and me strolling on my block, sitting in the lag, drinking on some Hennessy. PYT, yeah, you pretty young thing. You looking right in them jeans, sexy brown skin. Now sit back and relax and let's ride out with the top down. LBC
Baby,
style.
just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. A shorty good, she lookin' right. She passed by, I look twice. Their thighs are real nice. Come to the crib, girl, and you can spend the night. Relax and feel your cup. Feel your cup. Twist this and take a puff. Tell your girl that it's on tonight and tell her she can come through too for a little bump and grind. I hit it once, hit it twice. Got this little chick that'll let me just ride. Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me.
Yeah, baby, come stroll with a player, with a G. I'm about to show you what I'm made of. Hennessy, let's see where it takes us. I would tea in my blunt, and we laughing at the haters. As we switch the lane, I've never switched the game up. Rep the A before I came up, and never will I change up. So baby, let's ride. We can have the best time. Show you how the best ride and represent the West.
Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Yeah.
DFCRadio.com.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, meow. Meow.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, this shit is awesome.
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Raisa Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men. It's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor in fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Sorry, Horty. Game over.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other...
Oh, it sounds like an imitation Smartpot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are going to work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a Smartpot?
I'd get a Smartpot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smartpot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show. Thank you so much. I love it.
Hey,
every day.
Thank you for the birth.
That was awesome.
Boom! Happy birthday!
Hey, yo, this is Spanky Hayes, motherfucking Spanky Hayes, funny motherfucking Spanky Hayes. Shout out to DFZRadio.com.
You are now about to witness the strength of him sin.
Straight out of my booth, for this be the rhyme shift paradigm. Time fam got more troops than Ramstein. I'm a landmine, I blow legs off. Bring wagons in to come and haul the dead off. I chop heads off the Shogun's assassin. I'm ill, I can use a blowgun to slay a dragon. All bear witness to the coming attraction. Still stepping with the weapons that I carry into action. Big shit, barbaric warhammers. Banners that'll run your barcode like store scanners. Your system has failed, I'm the reprogrammer. While you decompose, I evade death's canter. The carpenter, hold mics like a palm sander. The outlander, commander, rain dancer. Everything the kids spit, sick brain cancer. Today my mind spray like J. Rue the Damager. It's slay all and all those I slay. Wanna murk me in the lab like I'm Jam Master J. Kill me on sight for the way that I kill mice. My doomsday device be the last rights of Christ. I cast out light through the plights of darkness. I crush keystones, leave your building archless. The hardest MCs are now my targets. My knife work nice, leave your carcass heartless. Your blood splatter and scatter like particle matter. My verse like the hadron proton crasher. We smash mics, then collect the mathematical data. Formulate a chart so we can calculate the factor. Then I divide rappers, then I deny rappers. And slay them with a rhyme book with 55 chapters. Defeat me, you'll need the help of 99 pastors. The cross and the seal and the wrath of the rapture. In bloodshed, I can stand with no legs. Cause I'm strong, you couldn't kill me with 1,000 black plagues. 1,000 black birds circle over my head. I live where the black rats help dispose of the dead. The scrolls go unread, the crows get fed. The old soul is still searching for the gold in the thread. The hardest road to travel is the one that I tread. I feel dizzy from the overflow of blood that I bled. With mics out, turn the booth to a lighthouse. Behold the pale horse and the white mouse. I don't follow white rabbits, I don't eagle scout. I don't be about whenever I see evil out. I deflect Satan, you protect Satan. And have rituals to resurrect Satan. While I be outside waiting in a gauntlet with a weapon with a symbol meaning God carved on it. King Solomon slash open your abdomen. With a long arm, I stab you with a bronze javelin. We crush mics, smash beats, then we battlement. Your brain will never reach the top speed that mine's traveling. I'm unraveling at a high rate. I'm irate, my aircraft doesn't fly straight. I'm in hell like I walk through a fire gate. With barbed wire, with the choir in the fire lake. Bring priest in and tell them all to cleanse me. Rid me of the wicked spell that apprehends me. Consumes me and twists me, slowly torments me. Cracks me and breaks me and leaves me empty. So violently, so I write truth. And punch holes in the dark and let the light through. I elevate and levitate at higher heights do. My right hand ignites pins when it's straight out of my boots.
Back the fuck up or get jacked the fuck up. Watch your mic and your man get snatched the fuck up. As a DJ, cut the track the fuck up. Mic check, leave the crowd smack the fuck up. I know you rack the fuck up or tap the fuck up.
Heavy T's Grow Show, dig ya dig.
Damn.
Dr. Duff as our news correspondent.
13 points.
Do you have an update on the OKC Thunder game?
Thunder are going to lose tonight. Utah Jazz 73-60 in the third with 5 minutes and 7 seconds to go.
13 points ain't shit in the NBA.
That's
They'll
huge.
make a run.
So glad we don't have a bet this year.
Yeah, we should have. Well, I would have lost already because our team didn't even get there. Fuck
yeah.
Wait.
NBA playoff time. You know, that's not here or there because we're the Grow Show. Let's get back to talking Grow, guys. Joshua Tree, Lawrence. Larry.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, hi. Sorry, it got kind of weird there.
Yeah, first of all, I just wanted to say, without kissing butt here, Smartpots, I got to say, they are great for dumbasses like me. They make it so we don't overwater our plants. So thank you very much. It's a great product. I really enjoy them.
Awesome.
I was curious. I've seen them up to like 30 gallons or so. I'm looking at possibly doing you were just talking about it, a tree basically out here in the desert. And I was curious, what sizes are normally carried that are easy to get?
For a cactus?
Well, no. Yeah, for cactus.
I'd say in the Southern California area, most of the stores are going to stock like 100s, 200s.
Oh, they have, okay. Oh, I didn't realize they had them that big. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, we make them up to 1,000 gallon and everything in between. So, we also do custom sizes. So anything you need, we got you covered.
Yeah, I don't on my vendor where I get Smartpots from. I don't. I see the special order icon up to 1,000. And so if you go to your grocery store and they don't stock them, right? If that's a not usual size that they stock, it's usually a couple-day wait time. They'll get it from their supplier, and boom, it's in the house. If you do use that big one, some suggestions: put it on a pallet. If you ever need to move it, you get an off-road pallet jack or a forklift, and you can move it around. Also, it helps aerate it off the ground a little bit.
And when you are in,
watch out for rattlesnakes
when you are in the bigger sizes, you do definitely want to make sure that you are using a real smart pot, because there's a lot of imitations and knockoffs out there, and the smart pot's definitely going to hold up, and it's designed to withstand the desert weather, any kind of weather conditions.
Well, that was my next question, if they hold up in the sun.
Absolutely. They're designed to last for several years, so you'll get lots of uses out of them, and they are completely reusable.
Cool.
So, yeah, just make sure you verify that it's a original smart pot.
I don't have any 500 or 1,000 gallon smart pots, but I do have some smaller ones that you could start your plants off in. So I'm going to send you some smart pots, and then outdoor in soil, using a quality soil, first off, like sanctuary soil, but complementing it with the Mission fertilizer is what you should be doing. So I'm going to help you do it and send you a complete kit of the Mission fertilizer. It's the Grow, the Bloom, the Enhance, the Sweeten, and the Crazy Swell with the roots as well. And easy to use formula, no pH necessary. It's good to grow.
Good.
I had one other quickie. I've never heard you talk about this, re-vegging plants. Am I wasting time doing that, or what's the story there?
Well, we have talked about it sometimes after 300 shows. So listen, if you have the coveted strain and you lost it, you didn't take a cut, you don't have another plant around, try to re-veg it. It's going to take some time. It could take up to months. And sometimes they don't ever re-veg. They won't restabilize. They're just lost, right? It's not very feasible if you're going to just harvest the tops and then try to re-veg the plants where they sit and have them grow into another fruit tree. That's not going to really happen. It takes too long for them to start growing again and then to form the structure. If you are trying to do a perpetual thing, have some vegetative plants ready and get that plant completely harvested out of the way. But the only time that I would actually try to do it would be if I lost some genetics.
Yeah, okay.
I lost the
that was my
genetics
last
on a black hole.
Oh, yeah? Tell us about it, Duff.
Yeah, it was a black hole of death. Watch out.
To Dr. Duff's Black Hole of Death.
Yeah, Dr. Duff Man here.
Is that a new pesticide?
If you ever
we got green cleaner and we got the Black Hole of Death.
We got the Black Hole of Death. If you ever have anything that just kills your plant out of nowhere and you still got a little bit of plants left, get the Black Hole of Death and get the death everywhere to kill everything. Kills everything, man. Microbes, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lawrence, Smart Pots and Mission Fertilizers. Thanks for calling in, dude, and thanks for using Smart Pot.
Killed this cold I had, too.
562-653-0707. Yeah, allergies suddenly kicked up after that break, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
You're all good. Helene, do you have an update on the Pimping of the Grow email?
Yes, I do. So if you have a grow that you feel needs some attention and some love,
Pimp me out, grow.
It is Pimp My Grow at Prohibited. That's PROHBTD.com.
And you could get your whole grow rebuilt pretty much.
And you might have a chance.
I got a cardboard one down by the river. Is that eligible?
Well, send us some pictures and tell us your story, and we might take pity on you.
It's a pretty sad story, but we might be able to pimp it out.
All right, let's hear the sales pitch. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, Dr. Dove Man here. Just want to let you know about 2018 and what it did. Prices are falling. I got kicked out of my house. I have to live down by the river now.
Uber
I
people.
have a couple lights that I just went and got through a neighbor's fence thing, and I just went and got some electricity down by the river. I need to pimp my ride. I mean my grow because I got cardboard walls with tinfoil, and I don't even have a pot to grow it in. I grow it in straight in the riverbed.
Reuse that burrito foil.
And it's burrito foil
Taqueria.
from the carniceria right down the street. And it's not even the carniceria stuff I even bought. I have to get it out of the trash. Please help me. My family's hurting.
Eating carne so jugo.
Yep. Papusas.
Papusas.
That's it.
Sounds like you're a perfect candidate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Check it out.
Thank you. Thank you, Duff.
My grow.
I'm right off of Rosecrans.
Yep, he lives right over there.
Under the freeway.
It's the riverbed.
Down by the river.
Jesse.
Will find me.
Synthetic or organic? What do you mean?
Well, I'm running synthetic line right now. I was thinking of switching over, like going organic.
Okay.
An organic line.
Any reason why?
Just because I've heard better like flavors, better smell.
Yeah.
Why not?
Overall quality.
Why not try it? See if it's for you. The plant absorbs nutrition on an ionic level, right? Ions travel through. The plant doesn't know if it comes from decomposed rock phosphate or decomposed chicken manure or it comes from rock phosphate being broken down, right, and available. So growth rates and things, if you do them right, they could be about equal. There is a large population of growers that will say the organic gives a better flavor. I have never been one to want my cannabis to taste like dirt, but some people do. And some people feel that dirt flavor is more of an organic-y flavor. And for me, not so much. I like growth rates. I like the quality to be brought out by feeding the plant what it needs when it needs it. When you're using organics, use a liquid. If you're already used to synthetics, use liquid organics like the Mission Fertilizer or the General Organics line, something that's more quickly available. It's not it's completely raw form that it has to be broken down. Those things are already mixed up with humics and other things to make sure that those products are available quickly. The problem, like I was saying, with organics is the availability of the nutrient when the plant needs it. Indoor growing, we have an 8-week cycle. It's very tough to coincide what the plant needs to realize it needs it and give it to it right away with organics because you have to wait for it to be broken down. And you only have short little windows to maximize each part of the grow. If what the plant needs at week 2, you put it in the organic form and it takes a week to break down and you're in week 3 already, you missed that window. So synthetic, it's a little bit more precise. To all the organic people out there banging their heads against the wall, cursing me out, I know you guys grow fire and you can grow just as high quality herb as any synthetic grower, but it's knowing your plant, knowing the organics that you're using, and them knowing how to make that available at those right times.
Yeah, I just get roadkill organics. So
Awesome.
Readily available.
Fascinating. I really appreciate you showing up.
Readily.
Something that's not organic.
Say that one more time.
Like any recommendations on what nutrient line to run, even if it's not organic? Something like
What grow medium? What grow medium are you in?
I'm growing in soil.
In soil, yeah. You can use Flora Nova. Flora Nova is a hybrid system. It is part organic and part synthetic. So you get the benefits of organics with flavors, terpenes, taste that people want, but you get growth rates of synthetic. You got to shake the shit out of that stuff because it's super thick. But that's a great one to use in soil. You only use it once or twice a week. You're not going to be feeding every single time with soil. And then use a bloom stimulator that is based in synthetics, right? The phosphorus and potassium is readily available because those are really the small windows. And the Cool Bloom lets you do that. You add some of their diamond nectar to make sure everything's chelated and made available real quickly. If you want to stick to more of the organic side with even more organic flavors, use their Flora Blend and their Flora Nectar. And the GH line, they have everything you need right there. You don't need to use every single product in their line. I know that fucking Devin probably wants me to tell you to use every single product in their line, but use the Flora Nova, the Cool Bloom, Flora Blend, and the Diamond Nectar, and you'll be straight. And then for a little flavor enhancer, the Flora Nectar. Diamond Nectar and Flora Nectar.
Yeah.
All right, Lawrence. There you go. Is this Jesse? Jesse.
He's like,
Yeah.
Sorry,
Jesse,
bro.
Jesse.
That was a
Listen.
lot.
Yes, it is. You want to try organics, you go get all that stuff. I'm going to send you a general organics box.
Oh, there it is.
And some smart pots as well. You can run a side-by-side comparison and see which one works best for you, man. I always tell people to take that Pepsi challenge.
Cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in. 562-653-0707.
07.
We can take a quick safety meeting once again. We're coming back with The World According to Duff. Some more business with Charles and Helene. Helene, what was that email one more time?
pimpmygrow@prohibited.com.
There you go.
What's the deadline to
What's the
register?
deadline, Helene?
Well, we have 6 more episodes to shoot, so it's going to be kind of like we have I'd say like at least a couple more months to scout out some locations.
Does that have to be indoor, outdoor, or does it not matter?
We're basically kind of looking more primarily for indoor, smaller setups, a couple lights or so, something that's not, we're not looking for
The standard heavy tea listener.
commercial, like some
Right, like a million lights.
Not 100 lights.
or anything like that. But, just, somebody that is just kind of having a rough time and needs some help, and just email us your story and some pictures and see where it goes.
Nice.
You're trying to ball on a budget.
Sounds
Let's step
awesome.
your game up.
There you go.
This is a good opportunity
That's
for
somebody
someone to
that
really
really
step their
needs
game
it.
up.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I mean, get some high quality, top of the line, literally pimped out grow room.
Wow.
So why not? Why not
right.
give it a shot?
And Smart Pots is bringing that to you. They're bringing
Yeah.
the Heavy Tea Grow Show to you as well. So
Yeah.
we're going to be right back here on DFZRadio.com.
And these are dark days, and these are cold nights. And when we go to war, it's under moonlight. And that's when doom strikes, and your brains fall. It's like surgery with a chainsaw. And these are dark days, and these are cold nights. And when we go to war, it's under moonlight. And that's when doom strikes, and your brains fall. It's like surgery with a chainsaw. I'm past y'all, spitting raps that'll crash y'all. Steel teeth eating mics like trap jaw. An Iron Man with an iron hand. Iron fist punching holes through frying pans. And I'm an animal, I transform frequently. When I was young, they chained me to a wall and stopped feeding me. The sun stopped reaching me. They sent them in to preach to me. Hungry, so I chewed my arm off and ate a piece of me. It's the beast in me, I escaped recently. Muffle up your grill and leave it hanging unevenly. Even if you had 5 eyes, you ain't seeing me. My rusty war weapon leave you leaking anemically. Use a thin nail, leave you impaled. Call beasts to come and feast on your entrails. May you ascend well, cause you won't survive. I'm on tracks with the meanest man alive. And these are dark days, and these are cold nights. And when we go to war, it's under moonlight. And that's when doom strikes, and your brains fall. It's like surgery with a chainsaw. And these are dark days, and these are cold nights. And when we go to war, it's under moonlight. And that's when doom strikes, and your brains fall. It's like surgery.
We say I'm a person of interest. I need a person to murder the witness. I don't need to have the streets of my personal business. Someone must have seen me leaping and hurdling fences. Must have seen me either leaving or turning the entrance. Someone wants me off the streets and serving the sentence. They want to see me break the streak of perfect attendance. I haven't already received any first offenses. It's a lot that I could teach a deserving apprentice. It's dead bodies in the furnace, I reek of the odor. It's blood on the furniture, I need to reupholster. Our backyard is a clutter of tombstone markings. I ain't trying to be on the cover of Home and Gardens. Last time I was in court for this sort of behavior, I had to take the papers off of the porch of the neighbors. I'm with murderers and cheaters for my work and leisure. We hate going through the procedure of search and seizure.
And these are dark days, and these are cold nights. And when we go to war, it's under moonlight. And that's when doom strikes, and your brains fall. It's like surgery with a chainsaw. And these are dark days, and these are cold nights. And when we go to war, it's under moonlight. And that's when doom strikes, and your brains fall. It's like surgery with a chainsaw.
DFZRadio.com. Hey, what's up? Shout out to my man, DJ Saint, my brother.
Okay, got your ballast check, reflectors check, fans check, just about ready to get growing. The last thing you need is your bulbs.
Let me get like 12 of whatever's the cheapest you got.
Bro, really? You're using the best soils, best nutrients, best equipment, and you're going to use an Econo brand lamp? If you really want the best of the best, you need to go with the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamp. Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps have the highest quality and consistency in their construction, and they're engineered to give your plants the light spectrum they need for the best growth and biggest harvest. Plus, Ushio is the only company that offers 2100 micromole light output without needing to overdrive your lamps and ballast. That means more light for your plants and longer light for your lamps.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, sold. Give me the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps.
Professional growers know not every lamp will give plants what they need to optimize their growth and yields and maximize profits. That's why the pros choose Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps. Offered in a full range of high-pressure sodium, metal halide, and ceramic metal halide options, Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps ensure that your plants are covered from seed to harvest no matter what lighting system you're using. For over 50 years, Ushio has been a trusted name and a leader in specialty lighting, and they stand by their name with a no questions asked 1-year warranty. So whether you run 5 lights or 500, you can be confident that you're buying the best horticulture lamps on the market. Ask for Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps and make sure to check them out online at www.ushio.com.
That was awesome.
You are listening to Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
What is? Hey, are you a soil grower and tired of using salt and synthetic-based fertilizers and not getting the results that you wanted? Well, for hydroponics, those products work great. But in soil, they suck. All those feeding schedules are out of range for what we think is good for soil growers. Mission Fertilizer is a new product on the market that's specific to soil gardening. They have a grow, bloom, and boost. It's a super premium organic 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost. It's a feeding program that can be used in bag soils like Ocean Forest and Happy Frog, Victory Mix, or Empire Builder, even Roots Organic, Royal Gold, and so forth. It can be used in any soil mix. Super simple to use, 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost to get the most out of your garden. It's organic listed, pH stable, and safe to use with tap water. No need to ppm or EC or pH your tap water if you're mixing in Mission Fertilizer liquid. Go to missionfertilizer.com, grow the best, and see the proof is in the plants.
Heavy T hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right.
Not getting good results from those compost CO2 makers? Dude, your mushroom bag just ate 3 of my plants. Introducing the GreenPad CO2 generator. The simple, economical, and effective way to add CO2 to your indoor garden. Just hang, spray, and walk away. It's that easy. Since I ditched my old mushroom bags and switched to the GreenPad CO2 generator, I couldn't be happier. I just hang, spray, and walk away. It's really that easy. I don't have to worry about any runaway spores contaminating my room or wondering if it's actually working. I just listen to the gentle sound the green pads make when they're wet, and I know it's working. Thanks, green pads! More effective than those organic CO2 bags, the GreenPad CO2 generator will help increase the CO2 level in your indoor garden safely and easily. Just find a spot high in your garden, hang the pad with the specially designed hangers, spray the GreenPad with water, and that's it. Just hang, spray, and walk away. Adding CO2 to your indoor garden has never been easier. The GreenPad CO2 generator, available at finer hydroponic shops or online at thegreenpadstore.com. That's thegreenpadstore.com.
One of the biggest challenges is creating and maintaining a stable, consistent environment for your plants to flourish. Without a reliable climate, you could lose your entire crop. Proper dehumidification can make all the difference, giving you the advantage you need to bring in a high-yield harvest. Quest dehumidifiers can transform your unstable growing environment into one that allows you to achieve and maintain precise conditions in which plants can flourish. This includes deterring and preventing the growth of destructive molds throughout each growing stage. Quest has the most energy-efficient dehumidifiers available, using the least amount of electricity and removing more pints of water per kilowatt at the widest temperature range. Quest's innovative design also creates the lightest heat load on your HVAC, paying for itself in energy savings. With overhead mount capability, Quest lets you maximize your grow space and profits. Made in the USA, Quest meets or exceeds the highest standards. Our products are known for their reliability and they are backed up by industry-leading warranty. Quest's dehumidifiers will efficiently control humidity from germination to harvest, maintaining a growing environment that's vital to the success of indoor and hydroponic gardening. Protect your investment, your plants, and your profits with Quest. Call our friends at Quest for a free consultation at 877-420-1330. That's 877-420-1330.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
DFCRadio.com.
It's like building stones in Greece. Our palms are deep from
Yeah, you know what it is. DFZ Radio, Heavy T's Grow Show. We back. Check out this track right here, Architects of Alchemy, featuring Cannabis, ATMA, and Trust One. Shout out to D the Limbless. Let's go.
I might be late, but I overcompensate in hip-hop. My spot too hot to try to take. Motivated to flow catered, celebrated MC. Incredible breakout speed to take you out, G. From the 19th planet on the 38th moon to a tabernacle room with 38 tunes. The holy law metaphor. I'm so raw, spit bars. There's no way to remember it all. Only humor, but I spit super. Rick Ruger to protect my future, just like you would, nigga. You under house arrest. Still ain't listened to my album yet. You ain't never getting out of debt till I come through and mash up the set. Win the bet, this is it, I'm the best. How much you wanna bet? Niggas push out their chest like they ever beat a vet. Zero respect, don't even know how to lead the men. Here I am again, the alchemical architect with my nigga D the Limbless, spitting Simtex. Where you at, D? I'm right next to you, G. MC Cannabis, architect of alchemy.
I'm Pythagoras, trapped in a world that's mathematicless. I'm at a higher level, slaying devils with a dragon's fist. The novelist, I seen a flying disc over an obelisk and studied under holy monuments of the apocalypse. The colloquist, half man, half rhinoceros. The ominous, my right hand, holy as the Kabbalist. Faded, I'm the native that'll slay every colonist. Leave you leaking for seeking reasons for my abolishment. The omniscient, bear witness at the Coliseum as I bite mics in half with teeth made of osmium. Twice the density of lead inside of my cerebrum, so my thoughts remain heavy while your head is seeping helium. I'm on another plane, can only speak to me through medium. My brain is neodymium, produce promethium. I elevate and levitate off the subcelium. With knowledge documented inside of my silmarillium, I'm killing them. Flow mean, bromine, chloride. Now my pen leaks chlorine, trifluoride. Highly undetectable like carbon monoxide. Watch the rhyme oxidize, the mind gets calcified. In the solar house with the oracle of Delphi. Pythia, she prophesies my ideas. Knowledge passed down for 35,000 years. In a beaker being siphoned out through gyros and gears.
I get visions from geomagnetic storms. Magnetite my pineal gland, secreting dimethyltryptamine. The psychonaut sick and see. Diagnosis psychotic from epiphanies. Astronomical knowledge beyond the dark rift of the galaxy. Z-ball obey. Planets looking small as balls of clay. Stuck in the singularity, the end of the 13th Baktun. I spit monsoons, the hyperdimensional resonator. Time wave zero crossing the ecliptic plane. You're lost, so quit the game. I spit insane from the crystal skull. Dead you, son, you embody. Quetzalcoatl stomping your audibles. Godhead infallible, no one's deeper. Get boiled in ether, buried in astral soil. The master, the math is royal. Fathom the soul, smashing tadpoles, smack a goat. The actual facts broke your back and slash your flow. Jewels infinite, D the Limbless and cannot bust. With fifth dimensional beings, smashing your crab chumps. We're tired of your whack ducks with no knowledge yourself. And you won't step up, you just embarrass yourself.
Pure consciousness encased within the bodily dress. A combination of material elements that arise from sense perception, perplexed, defeating a man's intelligence. Artificial pleasures temporarily satisfied, doomed to destruction until rising to the spiritual platform and exiting your dungeon. Elevated by misery to awake from a sleep, seeking the truth beyond the so-called knowledge of these sheep. An aspiring sage, just skipping the iron age. Let it burn in the fiery flames. Our tribes will remain in illuminated plains under the superior nature of God. I travel through time and space with His divine grace. Love is my religion, I don't yield to impotence. Knowledge like a sword, a precise slicing instrument, destroying any doubts in the ignorance that cripples us. Naturally awakened from mundane contamination. Your choice of occupation should be ultimate liberation, counteracting the degrading condition, intoxication. Chanting, resonating, vibration, spiritual science of the ancients, enlightened sages, timeless and shapeless.
stones in Greece. A poem the deep from ancient thrones I speak.
Yo, I might be late, but I overcompensate in hip hop.
What's
My
up?
spot too
We're
hot.
back.
Try to take
I think Heavy T is taking a bathroom break. All I know is that he said make sure that you let everybody know that our next segment, everyone's favorite, and by the way, that's my homie D to the Limbless out of the 757. I'm starting to play a lot of underground tracks out there so you guys can find out about these people. DEEDA Limbless, because he's missing an arm. .bandcamp.com. Check them out. SoundCloud too. Right now it's time for The World According to Duff, where Dr. Duff gives you all the pertinent non-fake news that's out there in the world. It's sponsored by and brought to you by Nanolux.
Yeah, thank you, Horty. Check this out. A Texas man just got busted to 50 years in prison for stealing fajitas.
What?
Yeah, chicken fajitas, dude. Like $1.2 million the guy gaffled.
And got 50 years for chicken fajitas?
Yeah. He was
what if it would have been steak and shrimp combo fajitas?
It probably was.
He probably
Who
got the
knows?
death penalty.
Hey, you know what? He said it got so out of hand he couldn't even control it. So there's probably shrimp, lobster fajitas, all kinds of fajitas going down to his ass.
We love fajitas in
But
Oklahoma.
he was a public servant. That's why they give it such a harsh penalty, because he's working for a correctional facility, and he was taking this fajitas and taking it home, eating it, selling it, and doing all kinds of shit with it. So he's busted. 50 years. I hope it's worth that shit for those fajitas, dude. Damn, 50 years. Holy crap. And then now, a dude that has a medical marijuana card shows up to court, does his deal on the court, and then the judge is like, bro, you acting like you're high. And he's like, no, Your Honor. And he's like, yeah, bullshit. Drug test. And guess what?
Marijuana.
Marijuana's in his system. He's fucked, dude. He went to prison. And
Take it easy, aggressive.
well, I mean, it
Also
shouldn't
aggressive
happen.
news.
It shouldn't happen to anybody. But he served 10 days in jail for his being compliant with his medical marijuana status in the state that he lived in. But the judge didn't give a fuck. He said, fuck you. You're going to jail. 10 days. Suck it. Your life's done for those 10 days. I owned them. Boom! Your
I didn't
face.
know you had the transcripts from court. That's interesting.
That's what the judge said.
It's very judgy of that guy.
That guy was so judgy, dude. He judged his
Sounds like
ass.
Judge Judy.
And then, like, they're like, you assholes could have just called and verified it right then and there, but you're so lazy, and the system was so effed up, you couldn't even do that. Incompetent motherfuckers.
Okay.
And they're getting paid by us, the tax-paying Americanos. Us. Okay? When I do pay taxes, sales only. But anyways, that's not what I said.
Only.
Okay.
Just joking.
He dry snitched himself.
I don't know. I don't even know what you guys talk about. But seaweed is washing up all over.
He doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah,
All right.
you guys are tripping. I don't even know, man. I plead the fifth all day.
The fifth.
The fifth with 69. Gotti. That guy, dude. Oh my God. All right. Anyway. Seaweed's washing up upon the shores of Santa Barbara, the beautiful shorelines of that country. Santa Barbara country's gotten all kinds of weed washing up.
Weed?
And
Seaweed.
it's seaweed. And it's washed up aboard the shores. I've gotten rich about it. You know, I've made like $400
per pound.
Yeah. It's about 2 pounds, but whatever. Inflate a little bit. But yeah, I'm killing it. I found a
Did
little
you
bit.
take that Xanax?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I didn't.
You relapsed.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I didn't. But I
Okay.
didn't. But anyways, there's a teacher that told her student to shut the F up when the principal found out they were banging it up in the classroom.
What does this have to do with seaweed?
Well, the seaweed one, yeah. Okay, well, the shit washed up on shore. People found it. They're like, oh, my God, seaweed. And then they Instagram it, and it wasn't even cool.
True story, guys. True story. When we were young, we'd go to the beach surf all the time, right?
Yeah.
Greg or Duff it probably is, so scared of seaweed, you could take the seaweed and run up and down the beach, and he would run from you.
Seaweed monster.
Yeah.
No, dude. Who
was
wants
so
that?
scared of seaweed.
Have you ever walked in the ocean and got seaweed washed up on your foot and shit?
Now I know what I'm going to
Have
My
you ever,
evil
like,
plan.
If you
I
have
have an evil
seaweed on
plan
your
in
foot,
action.
don't you have to pee on your foot? Is that what you?
That's like
a
jellyfish.
Sea urchin. That's a sea urchin.
That's a jellyfish.
No.
Jellyfish
If you have
sting.
seaweed on your foot, you pee in Horty Chris's pool.
Yeah, but no. You just don't go through. It's like you're walking through a forest in the ocean, which isn't cool. Doesn't feel right. It's just gross.
And it's slimy.
Yeah, you know what? It gives you the heebie-jeebies. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with the heebie-jeebies.
Or if
and
you
the
don't know if
gross-ass
it's
water.
seaweed, it could be like a fish or
You don't
a
even know
shark
what you're
or
walking on. Exactly. It's just gross.
All right.
Okay,
We're off
we
basis.
can talk more about it.
Duff's World, brought to you by Nanolux Tech.
Okay, I'm going to calm down now. Seaweed shit gets me worked up, man. I'll run. I'll run for days, dude. I swear to God, don't even
Don't
Don't even
go
pick
there.
it up around me.
He doesn't even go to the beach anymore.
I'll be fighting.
Okay, what's the next story?
A teacher. She's pretty hot.
Okay.
But the thing, she's like mentally ill because she's like doing this 8th grader kid. All right?
Maybe
and
it
like,
was hung.
I'm looking at her picture. I'm like, okay, I would. I mean,
Maybe she was 19. It was close.
she's got a couple of miles on her. She's like a math. Maybe she's math or science.
It's
like that.
Child abuse, so it's nothing to be made fun of. But
No,
I
it's
have
not
noticed
right.
that most of the women teachers in these cases are pretty freaking hot.
I
Like
was-
hot enough. Like when I was 8th grade and going through puberty, I wish
That
one
shit
of my
never
hot-
happened to me.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, well,
I was hoping
sure.
one of my peers were going to touch
Yeah.
an older lady. Hey,
she would.
We all saw
she's
Mrs.
like,
Robinson.
hey, what's up? Hey,
Yeah, Miss
Hey,
Young,
Eileen,
if
you
you're
want to
out
stay
there.
after class? And,
Shout out to
Rose
Miss
of
Young. She's
puberty.
75 now,
Yeah.
Charles.
85 now.
I'm looking
Yeah,
to tutor you.
she's dead, Charles.
Hey,
Privately.
we're not even doing a show anymore. These guys are just having a
Privately, I want to tutor you here. And
Okay, so what's up? She's hot. She's mentally ill.
well, Helene and I were gonna like do this scene, and we're gonna
Great.
film it.
All right, let's go.
All right. So, hey, what's up?
What?
Action.
So I noticed your
pimp
test
this
scores
bro,
are going
baby.
down. I think we're gonna need to talk after class.
Zach's listening. He'll come F you up. Shout out to Zach.
Shout out to Zach.
What up, Zach?
Put your tooth back in.
I think I can work you up to a higher grade. Get it?
Boom, boom.
You ever heard of the bell curve?
Hey, you want to smooth this out?
Great. Any more stories?
No, this is the story. But, you know, the guy's like 15. The principal dude was walking by, knocked on it, fucked it up. He, like, lost his wood, and then, like, nothing happened. So he got all pissed, ratted on the teacher. Now the teacher's looking at, like, no more teaching, obviously, because you can't be teaching
Jail
kids
time?
and raping them and shit. That's just like, the fuck you doing?
Is she going to jail or what?
She's going to jail, dude. She's done.
Where's he going
And-
with this?
Nobody knows.
Trying to figure
Nobody
it out.
knows, bro.
No.
We're just trying to kill time.
He knows the trouble Duff seen.
You're not seeing the point of this, Charles? Oh, my
Nobody
God.
knows his sorrow.
You can't be a child predator teacher, is where I'm going.
That,
You might want to
that
be
is
Uber driver.
Public service announcement.
Or you might want to lift. Okay?
Sounds great. Is that everything?
I can keep going. I mean,
Okay. What else do you have?
Let's see here. The best weed. Oh, the best podcast weed show right now. We're not on it in this. I looked at the list. These guys are
Jeez.
just
This
assholes.
This was bought and paid for
This
already
was-
before the voting happened.
Yeah, these people are like, these are the dumbest shows I've ever seen. These guys are like from like
Well,
college.
don't give them shout outs.
Okay, well, these dudes are like from like states that are not even cool.
Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Trash.
Utah. Like, not even cool. Montana.
Utah
Yeah,
trash radio.
Utah's not cool.
Colorado
Not even-
trash radio.
Yeah,
Just kidding. We love Utah.
but like I'm telling you,
Montreal trash radio.
you need to listen to Heavy T's Grow Show
Long
to
Beach
get
trash
that
radio?
knowledge because I know what's up. These other guys are fronting.
All right, well, let's put them to the test. Stiffy, You're on with Dr. Duff. He wants to showcase his skills to answer your grow questions. Stiffy, what's growing on?
Got this done in 5 minutes.
Stiff.
Okay, hey.
What's up, Stiffy?
Hey.
You there?
Yeah.
We're not going
You
anywhere.
are there.
I'm presente.
Is you there?
Okay, my thing is I've got some bugs in one of my plants.
What you said? Stars?
Bugs.
Scars. Okay. What are you talking about? Scars. What are you?
No, I'm talking about bugs.
Are they in veg or are you in flower?
Let him talk. This is how you answer questions.
Yeah.
First, you let him get the question
The
out.
only way to answer a question is let the
Okay,
person ask the fucking question.
You guys, can I handle
I'm
this?
growing in soil.
Thank you.
They're in. I just switched them to flower, and I've got bugs in them
Are you inside or outside?
inside.
You're inside. And what kind of like scarring you seen? Does it look like a snail trail on the leaves?
No, they're little teeny little like gnats.
Okay, you see them flying around.
No, they're like walking around in one plant.
Ooh, root aphids.
It could be root aphids. It could be thrips. Do you have a sticky pads out there for them? No
I've been
sticky
using-
pads.
I use neem oil.
Well, the neem ain't working, is it?
And I got some insect frass.
Well, what insect frass like shit you water through it. No, you can't use that. You gotta get that spinosad shit where they eat it and they'll die. Or yeah, that's what I'd be using. Do you got ants in your room? Sounds like you got ants in your room. No, for real though. For real.
So what do I use?
I would get spinosad because it sounds like you got things that are like crawling around. You could just go ahead, spray it, water it through. You're good.
Oh my God,
He
this
doesn't
poor
sound
guy.
convinced.
I know. Okay, so listen.
I
That's
cured
not
it.
bad advice. This
I
is
cured
not
it.
bad advice at all, Dr. Duff.
Thank you.
Soil-dwelling insects, insect frass can interrupt some of their processes, but go ahead and go get some grow stones to line the top of your soil with. They will shred.
Heavy tea.
They will shred soft-bodied insects.
Heavy tea.
Water
Heavy tea.
through a kill-on contact pesticide. Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Okay. I think maybe before you get him to get some grow stone on top, which definitely works for fungus gnats. He said they're not flying around; they're running around on
Right.
top of the medium.
He said they're walking.
They're walking at
Oh,
a
okay.
fast pace.
Yeah, well, maybe they're walking really fast, but fungus gnats fly.
They're nervous.
So what you probably should try first is take a raw potato, cut it in
potato.
half,
Cut it in half.
put the cut side down
cut
on
half.
top of the medium overnight, and the next day lift it up and see if you see little
on.
clear, like worm-looking things running around on it or squiggling around on there with a black
Squiggling.
line. If you don't, it's probably not fungus gnats. It's probably root aphids. Root aphids look like really big gnats, but they don't really fly. They kind of walk around on top of the medium, and if you blow on it, you'll see them scattering.
They always
And-
flex up
but
on
if you don't see these tiny little flies, like if you shake the plant near the bottom of the plant, if you don't see little flies flying, it could be that it's root aphids. And so then Heavy T probably knows how you can kill those fucking things because I can't.
I forgot.
I had to use orthene and spray my whole neighbor's yard and everything.
You use liquid perithrin, drench it, kill them. You could also
Met 52 maybe.
as preventative measures. Yeah, Met 52.
Roundup.
Prevent. No, not Roundup. That will kill your plant. The preventative measures you can use. What is it? Tell me.
Predatory nematodes.
Predatory
Your favorite.
nematodes. What I was thinking though is, as we talked about before, the root aphids actually will reproduce on the bottom part of the plant. They'll go up the stalk, lay their eggs, and they'll drift down and fall into the soil. So kill on contact. I don't know. Does green cleaner work for root aphids?
Cleaner. Root cleaner is designed for any root zone, pests or pathogens, and it's basically like green cleaner but for the root zone.
So you can
So
use
it's a drench.
you can use green cleaner on the bottom portion of the plant or the entire plant, but you want to get those lower stalk and leaves drenched with the kill on contact, and then also drench the grow medium. It's a two-prong attack. If you leave one and not the other, they're going to come back.
Use both.
Yeah,
Try both.
IPM, Integrated Pest Management. You should have 3 different active ingredients in rotation every few days apart. 3 to 5 days, 3 to 5 days, go to the second one. 3 to 5 days later, go to the third one. And keep doing that for a couple weeks, not until you don't think you see them anymore, because that doesn't mean that they're all dead. And you also want to treat all the other plants around them, because the root aphids will travel, and they are a fucking pain in the ass, dude. They destroy your plants, and your plants will eventually, as the root aphid larvae that almost look like little teeny tiny spiders that you can't even really see without a microscope or a magnifying glass. They'll be running around all in your root zone, and as they feed on the roots, they leave like an open sore where they were chewing on the root, and over time they'll continue to multiply until they literally eat away at the base of the stalk where the root zone comes off the plant. And by the end of your harvest, your plants will be all fucked up, and they'll literally just fall over because they've chewed the whole root zone completely off. And one of the telltale signs is those little black hop around little fly looking things that go all across the top of the soil. Those are the actual adults, but the real damage is being done in the root zone by their larvae.
And so also there are certain beneficial insects that are misidentified as root aphids that you'll see on forums from a lot of organic growers. They'll be like, these are hyposasis mites or beneficial mites, basically. Make sure to identify them. And let me just give a public service announcement to you, Stiff, and the other listeners. If you did not introduce the beneficial insects yourself, assume that they're bad insects.
Right? Don't be like, oh, they might be beneficials. They just figured they'd come to my house for free and help out, right?
And then you buy a $600 microscope to find out that they're root aphids.
You just need a couple lizards in there. You'll be good, dude. Just
yeah,
get
but
some
try the
lizards.
raw potato on top. If you lift it up and you see the little clear worms on it, then it may be that it actually is fungus gnats, and you can kill that with Bacillus thuringiensis and some yellow sticky traps to catch the adults.
Yeah.
But when you say that they kind of walk around on top of the medium, it makes me believe that it's root aphids, and that's really a pain in the dick.
But if you treat them, you got to treat the plant on the lower part as well. That's where they reproduce, okay?
That's why I have
Stevie,
lizards.
dude, you got some green cleaner to give this man?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to send him some green cleaner. We're also going to send you some Azomax. You can use the Azomax as a drench or a spray. I'm also going to send you some Smartpots, dude. That stuff going out to you if you are in the Cerritos, Los Angeles, Southern California area this Saturday. Come see us at Cerritos Hydro 15961. 12 to 5, we'll be grilling and chilling.
You guys just scared me.
Hey, I'm just trying to be honest with you, though. I mean, it is something scary. Like, root aphids are fucking horrible.
You're probably gonna have nightmares.
Hey, I've got another question for you.
Of course you do.
I'll just get a lizard.
Go ahead.
Are cob LEDs better than your...
Quantum boards are the newer things. Cobs would be better than your old purple people eater lights. The original HLG lights were cobs, and
they worked great.
It was a big leap forward, but now it's the quantum boards. Those are the ones. But yeah, cob LEDs work well. If you can get a do-it-yourself kit and hook it up with the cobs, you can save some pretty good money and have a good grow light.
Yeah, cobs are way better than the individual 5-watt or 3-watt diodes that you have to go and solder onto the boards and all that stuff. Like the cob was the next step up from that, and now it's the quantum boards.
Hey, and you know what, Stiffy? I'm going to tell you right now about Horticulture Lighting Group. Tyler here, also known as Heavy T. I've talked about habit building and cognitive biases in the past, and I'm not going to read this part of the live read. I'm going straight to the future of garden lighting. That's right, the HLG, that's the Horticulture Lighting Group. Quantum boards will power gardens across the world in record numbers in the near future. We've seen electric bills cut by over 50%. Quality and yields bypassing the current norm. It is the 1,000-watt HID replacement. Ready-made fixtures like the HLG 550 and Photon 450, as well as do-it-yourself kits so you can save cash and learn. Now's your chance to show up to something that will benefit you. Get the street smarts, drop the biases. Do the trial and error. You'll never turn back. HorticultureLightingGroup.com. It's HorticultureLightingGroup.com. Come out on Saturday and say what's up to Charles, myself, and Dr. Duff. Horty Chris may show up.
You guys are the best.
All right, thanks, Stiffy. We'll talk more about it when you get here, okay? All right, 562-65307. 07. My man Jason has a question for the Smartpot crew. Jason, are you there?
I'm here. How's it going?
It's pretty good.
Don't worry, guys. I got this one.
All right, you
Duff
sound
is in the
super
house.
safe, my man. But you have a question for these guys?
I do. I wanted to know if the materials from the Smartpots made with food grade material, and also where is it sourced from? And the second part of the question is, how does that material react with like wildfire smoke? California has a lot of wildfires.
Dang.
Well, I don't know all the answers, but I know that the fabric is made from unicorn manes.
Dolphin tears.
Food grade. Where's it sourced from? If you want to give that info, if it's proprietary, of course.
Well, I'm wondering because I've heard of pollutants, contaminating stuff coming out of China. They have a lot of air pollution, carcinogens might suck up into the material just because of the way it's.
Well, these aren't made in China.
Smartpots are not made in China.
Yeah, I can rest your mind right here. I've had top ramen out of there. And
Remember when I said don't talk over the guests or the callers, and now you're talking over both.
Now you get mad because I was easing his mind.
I'm very not mad.
But he is Smartpots, so please educate me.
Yeah,
well,
I'll let
I'm sorry. Dr. Duff has had ramen from China, and he seems to be fine.
Yeah, and I ate it out of a Smart Pot, and it was
He got this far. Good for him.
I'll let Helene chime in a second, but
all time far.
I'll answer that first part about the food grade. Food grade is a protected term, and to anybody that says food grade, it's protected by the FDA, I think, or some kind of government agency. So technically, we cannot use that term food grade because there's a whole lot of regulations that come in that. However, the Smartpot fabric is guaranteed. It's BPA free and it's lead free. We had testing done by us and a number of our leading competitors, and what we found was our fabric is BPA free and lead free, and 75% of the competitors that we tested had high levels of lead and 50% of them had high levels of BPA. And with the Smartpot, we don't. And anybody that wants to see those tests, they can email info@smartpots.com, and we're happy to show the MSDS sheet on our fabric to show that. The fabric is sourced here in the U.S. I'm not going to give where or the company name, but it's a company that we've been working with for just about 20 years, and they make our fabric specifically and specially for us to our specs, and it has to pass our inspection for us to use it.
And then regarding the second half of your question being the wildfires, I think if that's going to depend, of course, on how close the fire was to your plants. I would say the smoke would probably be more likely to affect the quality of the plant before it did the pot. I guess on kind of the same note, there are, not the smoke, but the pots themselves, like there are a lot of other pots out there that do actually leach toxins into the root zone of the plant. So for me, that's one of the most, one of the coolest things about the Smart Pot is that it doesn't, because I figure if you're going to spend all this money on all the rest of your equipment and whatnot, and then skimp on the plant or the pots and have them leach toxins directly into the root zone, I think that's one of.
And let's talk about skimping. It's literally maybe 50 cents or $1. And,
it's not much, yeah.
But you extrapolate that over how many times you're going to use a Smart Pot compared to these lesser product.
In direct contact with the root zone of your plant, of your medicine, and whatnot. And so as far as smoke goes, I think that's going to totally depend. And I don't know. I don't have a direct answer for that because it depends on just how close it was and how, I don't know. I really don't know. But it should be fine. I think that if your plant's going to be affected before the pot was.
Well, fabric absorbs smoke. Right, so
right,
I would think that it would absorb some of it, whether it would absorb the toxins out of it or whatnot.
That's why you wash it after the end of the season.
Yeah, well, you get a house fire, you change your fucking
grapes. If it's by the fire, it'll melt.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, if you're growing in smoke, it's going to be hard to grow anything in any kind of system. I'm not trying to be funny.
If it looks melted, you probably need new ones.
But looks aren't everything. Go ahead, Charles.
Right. Well, then
I've been
how
told
about,
that before.
like high heat? Because in my area, I'd have 110, 113.
Well, that's what the SmartPot, the beauty of it is. If you want an analogy that Dustin gave to us the very first time he came on, it's like in a plastic pot in heat, it's like you going outside and wearing a trash bag for a shirt. Well, the SmartPot is the equivalent of you wearing a cotton T-shirt that's wet. It allows the air to bypass through it. So even in extreme heat, if you're able to keep the root zone cooler, your plant won't be as stressed, and that's in indoor or outdoor or wherever. If you have an environmental control failure and you're indoors and your room skyrockets, by having a SmartPot, if it's hydrated, you're going to be able to keep that root zone cooler. Now, that's one extra fail-safe that you'll have, and then outdoors, that's a big benefit.
We had a study done, or a study was done that we donated a bunch of our SmartPots for at the University of Texas A&M, and what they found was on an 80-degree day, inside a plastic container could be over 110, 120. Inside the SmartPot on that same day, it was 79, 80 degrees. And that's because of the breathability of the SmartPot, and really because of our fabric. And not all fabrics will release heat like that.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about the fabric melting from 113-degree heat.
No.
And they also make the tan SmartPots also, which will probably reflect more light than the darker colored ones. So if you are in a place that's 113 and you use the tan ones, it'll probably be even a little bit cooler, maybe.
A little bit, yeah.
And they're used in temperatures like that all the time, and they hold up. You know, I mean, if there's a fire right next to it, that's a different story. But just normal hot heat is fine.
Right.
Yeah, anything that was in a wildfire or near it, I would replace. If it was close enough to melt the plastic on your greenhouse, you need new pots, SmartPots or otherwise.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Jason, I'm sending you some SmartPots. I'm also going to send you the entire Mission fertilizer line, the Grow, the Bloom,
you guys are so generous.
All of the additives, along with that crazy swell.
Don't
extra
panic.
swell.
It's organic.
Yeah, if you're organic, you're in soil, and you just need to get that extra oomph. The crazy swell's there for you. Go to missionfertilizer.com. Check it out.
Thank you so much.
Jason, thanks for your call, man. Have a good day.
Okay.
He had something good to say. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, nice for him.
He said, you dig?
Yeah. Yeah, dig. Okay, well, this is, 15 callers in. You guys fucking have pretty much killed the game. You're pimping grows. You're pimping grows. You're smacking hoes. No? No, we can't say that. Cut that out. Okay, you're pimping grows, and Charles will be at Cerritos Hydro. See, that rhymes.
True.
I came up with Mills Pays with Bills, so I try to make everything
Cerritos Hydro.
If you love Cerritos Hydro,
come see Charles Saturday.
Oh, there you go.
He'll be out under a pop-up. Giving free taco tickets away.
Yeah.
Might even give you a SmartPot.
Damn.
Might burn one around the corner.
Woo.
But if you don't show up Saturday, you'll for sure be a mourner.
With a boner. Oh, for sure, man. Thanks so much, man. All the way from OKC.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Charles, you my man. And those Thunder are making a comeback.
Final Thunder win. Woohoo.
They won. Oh, shit.
Yes, they won. I do want to, can I have a couple minutes here?
Go for it. I don't know, dude.
You could have as much time as you want.
All right.
We'll just edit it out.
Oh, there we go. Do you want to, hey, for all the listeners out there, post a picture of your SmartPot. And just because you have a fabric container doesn't mean it's a SmartPot. We have a tag on the SmartPot that says SmartPot, so make sure that you're using a SmartPot. We recently got some very cool hats, and the first 5 people that post a picture of their SmartPots, use the hashtag, look for the tag Heavy T Grow Show, tag SmartPots, and I'll send you one of our cool new hats. And, USA only. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry,
outside.
guys in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, show me your SmartPots. Make sure they're SmartPot. Look for the tag. That's the only way you can tell from a picture that it's SmartPot.
So hashtag look for the tag SmartPots, and tag Heavy T Grow Show.
And if
you get a free hat.
And if you're in NorCal, go visit Helene April 28th at the Indo Garden Expo. And if you're in SoCal, come to Cerritos Hydro. Come visit Charles and the Heavy T crew.
And while I'm still here, I just wanted to tell you guys all about my other project that I'm working on that is Genetic Threads.
All right.
It is a box club that features different genetics breeders every month. And we design a cool custom t-shirt. It's $20 a month, and you get a breeder bio and interview. And a little background about the breeder, a cool shirt, and it's we're on Instagram at Genetic Threads, and our website is geneticthreads.com.
I've seen it. It's really cool.
We're also doing a little special. If you use the promo code HeavyT, you get 50% off your first box.
Heavy tea promo. You waited to the very end to drop that?
I know. I wanted to make sure, we talk about.
You wanted to make sure that no one else was listening on these.
I saved the best for last.
That's right. Go to Genetic Threads, use Heavy Tea promo code, get 50% off.
They got
sign
all the
up.
fire.
Yeah, you want to be rocking your favorite breeders' t-shirts and know what's good? You got to be rocking Genetic Threads.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, I guess it's time for the grand prize question. We have an easy cloner. What size was that? A 64?
Yeah.
That's a $350 value.
Damn, already?
Been donated by Shop Grow Life people. We also have a gallon of Turpinator to give out.
Damn.
We have a pH pin from Blue Lab, a stack of Smartpots, and some Green Pad Granddaddy pads, and a full line of Mission fertilizer as well.
Damn.
So, Horty Chris, not too obscure. What is the question?
The question is, what's the discount code for Grow Life
I was just about to give it out.
website? Good thing you didn't. What's the discount code for their website to get your extra discount?
We said it several times.
Yes, we did.
What's the discount code for Grow Life? 56265. What's that?
0707.
It's only been 6 years.
07. It's almost 7. 0707. Call in now. What's the discount code on shopgrowlife.com? We talked about it to get an extra 10% off your purchase. And while you're there, go see if they got the Ushio bulbs. I'm sure they do. All the best shops do. All the best growers use Ushio bulbs, offered in a full range of single and double-ended high-pressure sodium and metal halide lamps. As well as their new 315-watt CMH. Ushio ensures that your plants are covered from seed to harvest, no matter what lighting system you are using. For over 50 years, they've been a trusted name and a leader in specialty lighting, and they stand by that name with no questions asked, 1-year warranty on all their lamps. So whether you run 5 lights or 500, you can be confident that you're buying the best horticultural lamps on the market. Remember, only Ushio offers 2100 micromole lamps in both double-ended and single-ended versions with no need to overdrive. So when it's time for a new light system or your next lamp change, ask your local hydro store for Ushio High-Lux Grow Lamps. And make sure to check them out online at ushio.com. All right. What's that coupon code? Call in 562-653-0707. Easy Clone 64, Smart Pots, Mission Fertilizer, and more. DFZ Radio.
.com.
Swagger in this bitch, swaggin' in this bitch, swagger in this bitch, swaggin' in this bitch. I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? Swagger in this bitch, swaggin' in this bitch, swagger in this bitch, swaggin' in this bitch. I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? I said I'm fresher than you knew to be, grinding I'm supposed to be, and that's why they notice me, and that's why they spoke of me. Money on my chain, money on my ear, money on my ring, just to make it clear. I'm an elk cold rider, I'm an elk cold rider. Illy on a Philly, yeah, smoking that fire. Swagging in the whip, so I might blow a tire. The way I do it, got them haters pulled over time. Rap shit, classic, pull a bad bitch on the average. Just don't stop, I'm a savage. We on that top floor, drinking top shelf. We on that rock and roll, bring it hot as hell. Pop that drink, pop it, pour some drink about it. I love the way you do it, when you pop your body. Feel it in your chest, speakers melt the ground, blazing out the sound, hear it as a pound. Swagger in this bitch, swaggin' in this bitch, swagger in this bitch, swaggin' in this bitch. I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? Swagger in this bitch, swaggin' in this bitch, swagger in this bitch, swaggin' in this bitch. I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? Drinking vodka by the leader, feel the shot past the meter. For the hottest who just found it, see the bombers and the beater. You the baddest on the scene. How you drop and do that thing? The way you pop it make me want it. Got me plotting like a fiend. That's what I want, that's what I need. Smoke some draw, I'm going green just to compose. I love the coast, so here's a toast to Cali scene. West Coast is where I be. Yeah, the home of the trees, the land of the grams, the planet of the weed. Lace it but don't lace it, keep it but don't speed it. I'm gone off that ganja, and everybody see it, everybody breathe it. The opportunity is here, guess I have to volunteer. I'ma put it in the air. Fireman blazing, Superman high, Spider-Man Kush, Aquaman tie, bad chick Whitney, Catwoman eyes, 9 on my side like the Catwoman lies. Swagger in this bitch, swagger in this bitch, swagger in this bitch, swagger in this bitch. I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? Swagger in this bitch, swagger in this bitch, swagger in this bitch, swagger in this bitch. I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? I just don't play, no. Why would I say so? Just writing, I'm just writing, I'm just writing, writing in my ride.
You are listening to Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermi Crop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics Vermi Veg 744. Along with the Vermi Bloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermeil 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the Vermi Bat Guano Fertilizer and the Vermi Blood Milk Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
What is? Hey, are you a soil grower and tired of using salt and synthetic-based fertilizers and not getting the results that you wanted? Well, for hydroponics, those products work great. But in soil, they suck. All those feeding schedules are out of range for what we think is good for soil growers. Mission Fertilizer is a new product on the market that's specific to soil gardening. They have a Grow, Bloom, and Boost. It's a super premium organic 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost. It's a feeding program that can be used in bag soils like Ocean Forest and Happy Frog, Victory Mix, or Empire Builder, even Roots Organic, Royal Gold, and so forth. It can be used in any soil mix. Super simple to use, 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost to get the most out of your garden. It's organic listed, pH stable, and safe to use with tap water. No need to ppm or EC or pH your tap water if you're mixing in Mission Fertilizer liquid. Go to missionfertilizer.com, grow the best, and see the proof is in the plants.
Too much stuff. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. Man, cut that fool. That's too much stuff. He talking all over the callers. That's too much stuff. His wife hands all over my balls. She has too much stuff. The same 3 jokes every show. That's too much stuff. A black guy his wife have to blow. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. She got too much stuff. That's too much stuff. That's where he's pimping 101. That's too much stuff. You're listening to the Heavy T Grow Show on DFZRadio.com.
Heavy T hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky rooster timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Hey, bro, your garden's looking sweet, man. What are you using?
Yeah, man, I'm using a premium cocoa nutrient, Cocoa Tech A and B, man. It's an aggressive formula for increased yield during the flowering phase.
Wow, so this is made specially for cocoa?
You better believe it, man. It comes with easy-to-use 2-part formula. Formulated aggressive growth and superior blooms. Whoa, bro. Yeah, man. Tell 'em, Bob.
This aggressive formula contains proprietary blends of calcium to ensure your plants thrive. Backed by years of research, Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Nutrients are specifically designed to support and enhance your cocoa core growing experience. Use Cocoa Tech Premium Nutrients with Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Core for optimum results.
Yeah, man.
Love that money.
Heavy T Grow Show, baby.
DFCRadio.com. Radio.com.
The wind sing hymns of fallen Nephilim. Acolytes of dark light.
Yeah, DFZ Radio. We got D the Limbless right here. This track right here is called Eye of the Cyclops featuring Shinobi, Kush, and Telekinesis. Let's go.
Master our faith. Great architects, jaws dropping all, saw providence, these audible documents, enough respect. The law gives sentiments, them with bit falsehoods against the goods. Devils, yeah, it's been understood. You ain't playing in our hood. Ronin monks, shoguns, viceroys of the b-boy palm. Go on, grip like a firearm, then fire on anyone trying to don the mask and test it. We bless kids with the kiss of death and resurrected. The lessons they best learned, development's been arrested.
It's the return of the initial mass enlightenment. For all monks on a path towards righteousness. Your mind stop whenever the rhyme drop. So we keep a watch on you through the eye of the sun.
The backbreaker, head taker, deep space landscaper, twisted beat raper, conscious street educator, thermal heat regulator, reflections eternal like thoughts jotted in my journal. The nocturnal, fraternal, my civilized duties to learn you till the light shines through. Then I drag you back to darkness, cause I'm heartless, fatherless, posted up like a monument with more wisdom than a nauticus. To your prison, I'm an arsonist. I stay sparking shit. I spit like a camel in the desert. Thoughts you can't measure, 12 jewels for you to treasure. The school of life professor, a rap giant, camouflages a shepherd with the eye of a cyclops, pupil red, no eye drops. The most high for hip hop, forever time and now I talk on a Rona monk clock from out the boondocks and leave you shell shocked. I'm well taught, spit shells like a Glock. From out the pits of hell I plot.
It's the return of the initial mass enlightenment. For all monks on a path towards righteousness. Your mind stop whenever the rhyme drop. So we keep a watch on you through the eye of the Cyclops. And I'ma open up my head and show you my brain, so you can see how mine and yours just ain't the same. And I'ma show you how I process knowledge, how I move information through internal hydraulics. And fiber optic veins pass through my frame. My spine itself is casted out of spike steel chains. My heart's a pyramid that's molded in a high flame. And there's only one me, but I got 59 names. And maybe my pain is worse than the next man. And so I write a dead verse using death's hand. Purifier, the survivor of the deadlands.
with a can full of blood from the dead lamb, and blackbirds that'll circle over red sand, and rip flesh from the bones of a dead man, and punch holes through stone with a lead hand. I leave rappers needing wheelchairs and bedpans. It's the return of the initial mass enlightenment for all monks on a path towards righteousness. Your mind stop whenever the rhyme drop, so we keep a watch on you through the eye of the Cyclops.
Okay, welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show.
Yeah. D to the limbless.
What is? We had our grand prize question while you're all Googling it. You can't find it on Google because you had to listen to the show. But we had some more grow questions come in. Let's help
rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Edwin, what's going on?
What's up, boss? How you doing, man?
Not much, Chief.
Hey, I'm a brand new grower, man. I'm in my 6 weeks of flower. I got a couple strains going. How do you basically tell when they're getting ready to harvest and put the flush in?
It's a time frame. Know how long the strain's going to go, and keep an eye out on the trichomes with a microscope. Your pistils, your hairs aren't a good indicator of ripeness. When they turn red and stuff, it's true they turn red towards ripening, but they also can do it beforehand for several different reasons. So get an idea of how long of a strain is supposed to go into flower. It's going to be somewhere between 8 to 12 weeks. And once you know that, you can start checking the trichomes, right?
Yeah,
and
you
indoors,
you said microscope. You could also use a magnifying glass.
Yeah,
and you want to look at the heads of the trichomes, and look for ones that when the majority of them are cloudy to amber, and there aren't as many clear.
Now, is that just on the top or the whole branch going down?
Yeah, well, some branches will finish earlier sometimes, depending on if they're in more intense light than others. So some people will harvest the top of the plant, and then a few days later harvest the bottom. But that just depends on what your ability to do that is. But yeah, overall on the plant, you should have at least more than half of the trikes aren't clear anymore. And depend what strains are they, if you don't mind saying? We could probably give you an idea.
I don't mind. I'm growing Love Dog, Paris, and actually I'm growing 4. Snoop's Dream, and I popped 2 seeds that actually were OG Kush, and they actually were female.
The Paris OG and the other OGs are going to go about 9 weeks or so. Start looking at them.
9 to 10 weeks.
Start looking at them at 8 weeks just to see. Some will finish a little bit earlier. The other 2 I'm not too familiar with. So 8 weeks is a good if you're not familiar with a certain genetic, 8 weeks is the time that you want to start checking it.
All right, and also, should it start smelling? When should it start smelling?
Dog, yeah. My shit's so loud I can smell it from the studio, player.
His shit's so loud you can smell it when it's in veg. It really depends on the strain. Some strains will smell all the whole time, and others will really come on near the end. But like Heavy T said, and we're trying to get through this quickly, but that Paris and the other OG, probably 9 to 10 weeks. The other ones, at least 8 weeks. Just know that if you take it at 8 weeks and it should have went 9 or 10 weeks, that's better than taking it at 6 or 7 weeks. If you take it a little too late, it's probably better off than if you take it too early.
And listen, I'm going to send you some Terpinator to bring out those smells. You use Terpinator, you're going to have to go invest in a charcoal filter because it really brings out the aromas, the terp profiles, the full genetic potential of your plant. So that's
I'm actually running a charcoal filter right now in there.
Okay.
Well, good. So then you can use some Terpinator and make it extra stinky, and the charcoal filter
yeah, that
will keep it.
Terpinator will bring out those smells is what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, where do you shop?
MPK.
MPK Hydro. Check it out, man. I'm going to send that out to you. And thanks for calling in, dude. And some Smartpots, too, right, Charles? You have some of those.
Smartpots. I got some.
All right, dude.
Awesome, man. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Edwin.
Thanks for the call, Edwin.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
Larry,
what's your question?
He's got something scary to
what's
say.
Up, man?
What up?
Hey, I got a plant that turned hermaphrodite on me. I want to know if I was to get those seeds and I would plant them again from the hermaphrodite, would they carry that gene, the hermaphrodite gene? Would it be a hermaphrodite, or how does that work?
More than likely, the plant that hermaphrodite was because it was weak genetic, or it's something that's not very stable. Could also be because of the environment. If it's one plant and you have multiple plants and they're different strains and it hermaphrodites, you could risk pollinating everything else as well. And you probably don't want that to happen. Now, will a seed from a hermaphrodite plant more than likely be hermaphrodite? Probably, but you never know. Sometimes it could be a little more stable, but usually if it's hermaphroditing, it's a weak genetic, and you run the risk of cross-pollinating stuff that you don't want pollinated. If that's already happened and you end up with seeds, it's always a crapshoot, man. I mean, you can have a hermaphrodite. I'm sure that there's clone-only strains out there that came from hermaphrodites or from hermaphrodites pollinating plants that weren't hermaphroditing, so you never know, but I would, in the future, like if you do try to start those seeds that you got from a hermaphrodite, keep an eye on them, and if they do start to hermy, just cut them down and get rid of them. Don't ruin other genetics.
Use that switch by Optic Foliar as a preventative.
Yeah, and you can use the switch from Optic Foliar to try to keep it from
hermaphroditing.
From
and if it does, it keeps the pollen inactive.
All
All right, Larry, thanks for calling, man. I'm going to send you a Heavy Tea swag pack from all of our sponsors, man.
Right on. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
That was the best rapid fire ever. That was like a bump stock rapid fire.
Bump a stock. Okay, what was the grand prize question?
The grand prize question was, what is the discount code that's good till the end of the month at shopgrowlife.com?
What was the discount code? All right, let's go to Bobby. Bobby B. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, guys.
What up? What's the discount code?
Great show, as always.
Thank you.
And wasn't able to make it all through. I had a couple things to do, but I got to catch the majority. My guess is Heavy Tea Grow Show.
Good guess. Good guess.
That's a solid guess, Bobby.
Yeah, solid guess.
Thanks for the love, too, man. I'll send you a little swag pack out.
Thanks, Bobby.
All right, and Tom. Hey, Tom, what's the discount code at shopgrowlife.com?
Heavy Tea 10 for 10% off.
Say it one more time.
Heavy Tea 10 for 10% off.
That's right. An additional 10% off their already low prices.
You just got an Easy Clone 64.
An Easy Clone 64, a pH pen from Blue Lab, a whole stack of Smartpots, the line of Mission Fertilizer, a Granddaddy Pad set, Turpinator, and was there other stuff too, guys? I think there was.
All kinds of shit. So much shit we don't even remember.
A double-ended 1,000-watt bulb from Max Park, courtesy of Nanolux. Nanolux, makers of fine horticultural equipment.
Some green pads.
Granddaddy Pad, I
all
said.
All kinds of shit.
And, straight up, you just want all that stuff. Give me a soundbite.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy Tea Grow Show, man.
My man.
Yep. Thanks, Tom. Have a great evening. Don't forget to come visit myself and the rest of the crew at the Cerritos Customer Appreciation Day this Saturday from 12 to 5 at 15961 Piuma, that's Piuma, Avenue in the beautiful city of Cerritos, the Cerritos Hydro Shop. Thank you to all of our sponsors, to our guests, and, of course, all of the listeners. We will be back live again next week. So other than that, we out.
Brain fart.
We got it. Hey, you didn't know. Hey, we don't need that music, do we? Maybe. This is what's going on in the world of cannabis around you. Events happening this weekend, Indo Expo. That's April 28th and 29th, located at Craneway Pavilion in the Richmond waterfront, Berkeley, San Francisco Bay Area. Calling all cultivators and industry pros. Source, shop, learn, network. April 28th. It's business to business only on Saturday, and Sunday is open to the general public. Complimentary admission for cannabis businesses if you register by April 13th. Go to indoexpo.com.
And the MJ BizCon in New Orleans, May 9th through 11th. the largest, oldest, and most trusted business-to-business cannabis trade show, MJ BizCon, and it's pretty legit, introduces MJ BizCon Next with a focus on the near future of the expanding cannabis industry for executives growing their companies and emerging industry professionals looking at cutting-edge innovations, new technology, and how cannabis businesses grow in a rapidly advancing market. Next is your show. Next will be May 9th through the 11th at the New Orleans Memorial Convention Center. For more information, visit mjbizconference.com.
The 47th New York City Marijuana Parade and Rally is May 5th. It's time for the longest-running pro-cannabis event. It's time for the longest-running pro-cannabis event. Check out the full line of speakers and performers at cannabisparade.org/lineup.
You want to read all this other stuff, too?
Yep.
The Council on Aging magazine April issue published an article titled Marijuana is Medicine. Link to the article is some long shit I'm not trying to read, but it's probably at read.nxtbook.com / a whole bunch of shit. Holy shit.
Come on.
You need a smaller link. Hey, I can't read all. Dude.
What else, Charles?
Yeah.
Premier Roots Reggae and Festival brand has announced its partnership with Jolly Bird on the new stand called Cali Roots. When it came time for creating the strand, Jolly Bird worked closely with California Roots head honcho Dan Sheehan
It's not so easy, is it?
Jeff Moser to create the perfect strand to reflect the Cali Roots vibe. The 9th annual Cali Roots Music and Arts Festival is scheduled for May 25th through 27th, 2018 at Monterey County Fair and Event Center. For ticket and information, visit CaliRootsFestival.com.
Oh, yeah, he did it.
Woo!
Washington State. What do you know about Washington State cannabis business? Well, I know that you want mandatory pesticide testing. Small growers are worried they won't be able to afford the mandatory pesticide testing, which costs up to $300 per test. If Washington moved forward with mandatory pesticide testing, they would join other states, including Oregon, California, and Colorado, in requiring growers to submit product for pesticide testing for recreational cannabis. However, a liquor and cannabis board spokesman said the state is not pursuing implementing mandatory testing at this time. Man, you killing people up there, dog. Washington's Eagle 20 for days in powdery mildew, Washington. Washington currently has around 1,000 licensed producer processors. Current mandatory tests include potency, THC and CBD levels, microbial, mycotoxins, also water activity, which means they're going to monitor what's going on the water shelf. For more info, go to mjbizdaily.com.
And California Cannabis Cultivation Licensing Division released their annual cannabis cultivation annual license application. For more info, visit calcannabis.cdfa.ca.gov.
And if you're in the Valley, that's Moreno Valley, is now accepting cannabis business license applications. Due date is tomorrow.
May 11th.
No, it's due May 11th, but they spring that shit up on you. You better have your stuff ready wherever you're at. They're currently opening the application process to indoor cultivation licenses, non-volatile testing, and storefront distribution. oval.org/cannabis.
Also manufacturer, dispensary retailer, and micro business licenses as well, which are types 6, 10, and 12 respectively. San Francisco, California has provided a preliminary checklist for permit applications for 2019. For more info, visit officecannabis.sfgov.org.
That's right.
Several historical developments have surfaced that could lead to major action for federal legalization. For more information on these bills, visit govtrack.us.
And that includes the Senate Bill 2667 for the Hemp Farming Act of 2018, the House Bill 4815, Marijuana Justice Act of 2018, the House Bill 5050, Sensible Enforcement of Cannabis Act, House Bill 1841, Regulate Marijuana Like Alcohol Act, House Bill 1227, Ending Federal Marijuana Prohibition Act of 2017, which, because it's the government, that shit's still hanging out in 2018, and House Bill 975, Respect State Marijuana Act of 2017, and finally, House Bill 1810, Small Business Tax Equity Act of 2017, All of this information about these is available at govtrack.us. Get out, vote, let your congressman know that you support these bills, and if you don't support them, then let them know you don't support them. But if you don't, the squeaky wheel never gets the grease. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right. Hemp History Week is June 4th to the 10th. This year, 2018, let us be open to sharing the amazing benefit of hemp. Check out Deep Roots. That's a short film on hemp that Rodale Institute and Bringing Home Industrial Hemp Solutions short film on YouTube. Deep Roots. And other than that,
we are finally out.
Finally.
Can I give one public service announcement?
Go ahead.
All the Oklahoma people that are listening, listen up. June 28th, House Bill 788 for medical marijuana. Get out and vote. Let your voice be heard.
There you go.
So other than that, we finally out.